Hello, everybody, and welcome to Elite Encounters. First, I'd like to say welcome back to the Elite. Yes, that's you. For those of you who follow our channel or subscribe on YouTube, we want to say welcome in. If you are not following our channel, hit that little button down below. It doesn't cost you anything, and it sure helps us a ton. Also, if you're over on YouTube land, like, hello, I know we don't have a huge following over there, people who just sit in that channel, but we're going to correct that. We'll get someone in there that can kind of help keep you engaged. Hit that subscribe button as we kind of grow that community on YouTube as we continue to press forward. Also, while you're there, check out the Patreon page where we have 4 tiers of awesome goodies, 3 of them of which will give you physical items from us to you to help rep the Elite Encounters gear and things that we have. They're totally awesome. T-shirts, hoodies, figures, little stickers that you can put on your laptop, coffee cup, whatever you want, right?
What is a laptop?
Who are you? Bro.
Oh yeah, good point. Never mind.
Yeah, back to me. We good? So, thank you. This is where generally we would say previously on Soul Severed, but rest assured, I am not your normal seer this evening. She is okay and doing well. Her seerly spawn is taking part in a choir concert, so good luck and have a good time. But in her absence, my goal is to obviously kill the entire party, and we hope that you come along for the ride. So, you guys, is there a problem?
I didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
Projecting much?
Right.
Stop thinking.
So, we hope that you come along with the ride and sit back and relax as we tell a different tale of Soul Severed this evening. So, when last we left off, we're going to be exploring down some memories. You guys had worked your way into the area of the World Trees with Mulgrith and the weird one that has the strange name, right?
Mulgrith?
That's what I said. Mulgrith and the other one with the strange name.
It starts with a V.
No, it's not V.
L, I believe,
It's
or I.
it's the Wrathful.
The Raffle, yeah.
The Wrathful. The Wrathful, right?
The raffle.
I know. I got you. It's you know,
You just need to, they did some prodding to enunciate back.
like father, like son. Yeah. Anyway, so you guys find yourself in the presence of the World Trees, Mulgrith and Wrathful, and Irnela was separated from the group as you were tasked to split the party into 2 equal groups. The Wrathful mentioned to the party that Irnela was as close to being balanced as she could have been, and was more balanced than the rest of us, you know, heathens. And
only some of us are heathens, thank you.
yeah, okay. And she was charged with watching after the Displacer Beast babies, because everyone needs a babysitter, right?
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You more so
Especially-
than anyone.
I do not need a babysitter. I want a babysitter.
We're gonna start this evening speaking directly to Irnela. Irnela, you find yourself curled up in a cat ball, resting against the Wrathful's bark, as you have 2 Displacer Beast cubs and a cinnamon roll effect kind of around you. And again, if you are not intimately familiar with the Displacer Beast, they have these little tentacle things that look like arms. And so if you ever felt like you were unloved in your entire life, these 2 cats are hugging you with more appendages and arms than you ever thought you had need of. And as the party is walking their way towards their split, as you are watching them, you are being encased in this ball of floof. As you find yourself with heavy eyes, and you curl up with the 2 Displacer cubs and sit back and watch your party split themselves into 2 groups. And as they exchange some words back and forth as to who is going where, or what is doing, what is happening, you are watching silently as they make their choices and head off in different directions. I need you to roll me a perception check, please.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Someone has a technology thing by their microphone and it's buzzing. I don't know who it is, but it's not me. So, with a dirty 20, we're going to pause on you. The rest of you find yourself standing on the bridge. You've discussed and decided your chosen paths. One by one, you begin to walk to the different sides of the bridge. The sigil glows to form the paths. You focused on the following your path, and before you know it, you find that your path has taken you back towards Ornella and where you started. Ornella, with your dirty 20. You look up from the two beasts that have kind of curled around you, and you realize that you see your party members approaching you. How long have you been asleep? Where did they go? And man, that was fast. What do you do? This is for everybody. What do you do?
Did you guys even leave?
Well,
Yeah.
did not leave you.
You guys know that you set out on your paths, and the path took you exactly where it needed to take you, and the path led straight back to Ornella.
Do I remember him?
Do you remember him? That's a great question. Yes, you remember him.
Okay.
That's a great question. Who are you?
Who am I?
He leaned forward, and I said, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Huh?"
I am Esteban San Jorge de la Vega. Haberdasher extraordinaire.
Yeah, you're here to sleep with all the mothers or something. I don't know.
That's what everyone keeps saying, but no, I'm here to make more mothers. There's a difference.
Ooh, wow.
So you guys approach, confused as to why this path has led you back to Ornella,
Everyone thinks I'm just
knowing that you set off in different directions, but both paths have led you back, presumably, to right where you started.
I thought you guys were leaving.
I did. And then I got lost.
Came right back.
And then we were here.
I guess I'm just that magnetic.
Yes, I mean, we couldn't leave you.
I mean, you are the one that's in balance, so maybe we need to learn something from you.
You can teach us how to be, you know, how we need to be.
Yep. Pleasantly vague.
You can teach us how we need to be.
How was your nap here, Ornella?
I don't feel like I napped at all because it's like no time has passed.
Look, I'm just enamored, okay? What?
You're enamored
Yes.
with me?
So, everybody can give me a perception check minus Ornella, if you'd like.
Can I borrow a
Do you need dice?
Yes.
Here.
35.
I rolled the wrong dice. Sorry.
It's okay. This one's shiny. It works.
29.
Do you want to borrow my purple ones?
18. I suck.
Well, yeah, they're purple.
Okay. From your perceptions, and Esteban, I'll take your perception as soon as you get it there, sir.
They're pointy.
Not 20.
Esteban, you know that through the course of your trial, of what you guys have gone through, and that you've ended up back here, you know you've been gone for the better part of probably 6, maybe 7 hours with your nat 20. Everyone else, you have a general sense that you've been gone for some hours. And so it's strange to hear her say that, man, I just feel like I just sat down for a moment, and man, and here we are.
Must have been a hell of a nap.
Yeah.
Those are the best kind.
If you want.
Kind of jealous. Haven't napped like that for a while.
You know,
Yeah.
we were gone maybe 6 or 7 hours or so. But
Yeah, it feels like it's been a while.
I've had the sleeps where you just lay down, you close your eyes, and it's daytime. And I don't like those because it feels like you never actually got rest. You're just like, nighttime, daytime, done.
Nighttime,
Didn't get to
daytime.
enjoy it.
Nighttime, daytime. Nighttime, daytime.
Yes, it happens. I like the types of sleeps where you don't sleep. But that's a whole nother conversation for later.
I don't want to have that conversation later.
No, you really don't. I just realized.
No, thank you.
What is wrong with what? What?
Nothing. We can continue. No.
Are the displacer beasts still asleep?
As you turn your attention to try and figure out what's going on with them, you don't see them.
Oh. Man, I'm not a very good babysitter.
They probably run off to get something to eat.
They do get distracted easily.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So have you guys walked yourself back to this little area where Ernela is, or Ernela, have you walked out to meet them?
I don't know that I walked very far.
Okay. So you guys kind of came back to the place where she was napping, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I would have approached her.
Sure.
That's what I remember doing.
So as you guys find yourself standing around Ernela and discussing the passing of the time or the lack of passing of time, and you see obviously the absence of the displacer beast. Sunshine mentioning that maybe they're out just playfully finding something to eat or being distracted kitty zoomies or whatever they do, right? I don't have cats. It's fine.
They zoomy.
Yeah.
Yes, at like the most inopportune time. Is it 3 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, it's time to run.
So as you guys are standing there having this small conversation, I need perception checks from everyone, please.
32.
I really don't like the fact that you're way down there. Because who am I going to lay my head on? Whose shoulder am I going to lay my head on when I feel the need?
Do it.
There's a whole shoulder next to
What's
you.
wrong with my shoulder?
Look, there's nothing wrong with that shoulder.
short.
Do it.
Yeah.
You're too short.
Hey, do it.
21.
What'd you say?
21. That's the
I'm
one.
trying to be tall,
I
but
got that
definitely
29.
short.
29.
Like your nail it.
32.
32. Math's hard.
33. Shut up. Nobody asked you.
I rolled a 1.
1.
You see nothing.
Hence the... I don't like the fact that you're way down there.
21. Okay. So as you guys are standing there, pretty much everyone but Sunshine starts to hear this, like, sound. Right? And I don't know if you've ever heard the sound of, like junk-made armor. So think like stuff that you would tinker together and strap on your body to protect you. It's not quiet, but there's just this slow rumble of... And as you turn to look, you see kind of crawling up over the edge of this landmass that you guys find yourself on. You see a small goblin head come up, and then 2, 3, 20, 30. This horde of little zombies, little goblins, not zombies.
Goblins are not zombies.
Horde of goblins start pulling themselves up on this landmass. I need initiatives.
Fine. You
Can't
blowing this for me?
Ernela just talk to him and be like, hey, we're friendly and...
It was all right.
Oh, that is not good.
See me pull my rapier out with my swaggering initiative. Wave it around in the air.
Hello!
This party has so much swagger. We go first.
It does let me draw my weapon as we roll initiative.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted to point
I
that
love
out.
that.
I need to learn that.
Okay, we're gonna start down there with Sunshine.
Got a nat 20,
A natural 20.
which makes it a 36.
36? What the actual F?
I
Bruna.
have perception, right?
Yep.
Then 30 exactly.
30. Avery. Last.
23.
Actually,
23.
Yeah, that's what I said last.
Runa, it's
32.
perception, and then you have an initiative that probably gives you a plus. So
It says
Aaronela?
+0.
that's bullshit.
24.
It's not.
No, I believe you. It's just bullshit that you don't get a plus there.
Esteban.
Esteban, it is math is hard.
I know.
You're trying to school
Are you
somebody.
counting on your toes?
I can.
Is it higher than 23?
Yes. I started, so 18 plus 11. That's
29.
29.
29.
Yeah, thank you.
You are last.
Save the best for last, is what I say.
All right, so it looks like the order is Sunshine, Esteban,
Hello.
Chevy,
No.
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 30. I had 32.
Runa had 30.
Esteban had 29.
I thought you said 39. Chevy,
No.
then. Gee, sorry.
Put your hearing aids in, old
They are.
man.
They're right here.
Not enough.
I wrote.
Because it's better.
Okay. All right, so Sunshine, Chevy, then Runa. Right? Yeah,
Yes.
Sunshine, Chevy, Runa. Then we got Esteban.
Yes.
Then we got Aaronela. And Avery. Bringing up the rear.
Have we used this fight music before?
Question.
Hmm?
Did we long rest?
You certainly did.
Okay.
I like it. It just, it just reminds me of like some
Okay.
Indian fantasy thing.
Sunshine. You see a almost innumerous amounts of goblins coming up with patchwork armor and cloth and rags. Their teeth are all sharp and like pointed, and they have just what looks like kind of like junk armor or junk weaponry kind of piecemeal together, and they're making this kind of like horrible like war chanty kind of like noise as they are approaching you. You're first. What would you like to do?
There we go.
I wasn't prepared for this. Oh my god. Why did I have to get that toy? You know what?
What?
I'm gonna defer to Chevy and let him go first to see where the party's gonna go.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Great. Chevy, Sunshine looks like she's got stone shoes on.
Yeah.
Analysis
Hey.
paralysis.
I'm gonna move this way toward the camera to get in a line with all of all those goblins right there.
They haven't attacked us yet.
They have not, but they look vicious.
And they sound terrible.
They sound terrible. So with my remaining 2 actions, I'm gonna use Stormcaller Surge to go down that whole line, and I need reflex saves from all of those goblins.
Reflex saves from all of those goblins, you say.
All of the ones in that line.
You got it.
120 feet.
What if they're Aaronela's family? God.
They can tell me that before they approach that closely.
So the highest one is a 21. Then we have a nat 20 and then a 6.
Okay, so the nat 20 obviously is a success.
Yep.
But at a 21, it's still a failure.
Sounds great.
So, you say we had a critical failure
Yep.
there? Okay, so I'll just roll these here. That is a
How much damage are you doing?
that is 5d12 damage
Okay.
to each of them.
Great.
So that is 27. 34 is the base, so
Yep.
doubled or halved based
Great.
on.
All three of them drop dead.
Oh. That's my turn.
All right. Runa.
I am going to hold action for a minute.
Great. Their turn. So they're going to move in. These three will move in to surround Sunshine. And as a reaction, these three are going to use the reaction to call 3 more that climb up over the edge.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even need to count at this point. There's more than 10.
Okay. The ones on Sunshine. Here we go. Hope you're ready.
Sure.
Yeah. Does a 34.
You're holding her action too, are you?
34. Sunshine.
Yeah. That's a crit.
You take 8. The ones on
Okay, I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah, I want to fight back now. Fuck these guys.
would you like to release your action?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay.
Fuckers. Sorry.
Avery,
Is
that's
there anyone around me?
there's 4 of them around you. Avery, that's not 20 to hit you.
No, I meant of our party.
Yeah, Esteban's kind of right there. He's within 5, well, maybe 10 feet.
I am here.
10 feet. That sounds fantastic.
Take 8.
Where am I at?
Right here.
I'm by your Naila, right?
She's in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Arnela's in the middle.
I cast Flame Strike.
Flame strike
Yep,
on.
me.
Okay,
In the 10-foot radius.
roll it. Or do I have to roll save?
It's a basic reflex.
Great. You said 10 feet? Okay.
10-foot radius.
How much damage you do?
A lot. 8d6.
Roll it. They're dead.
I only rolled half of it. Thank you.
They're dead.
So, this group, as a reaction, will call goblins up from the edge. Runa. Does a 36 hit you?
Yes.
Is that a crit?
Define crit.
10 over your AC.
I have 26, so it's exactly
So
10.
yes.
Okay.
So you take 16 points of damage.
I'm hiding now.
There's plenty of them.
Runa, it is your turn. Oh, sorry, you held. It is not your turn. It's Esteban's turn, unless you want to release and stab bitches.
I would like to release and hide. And then stab bitches.
You could certainly try to hide, completely surrounded by goblins on all sides.
There's more than 10 of them.
There's 8 surrounding you.
Trying to find it.
Esteban, you're on deck, buddy.
I know.
You hide behind several.
So is there still like hordes of goblins coming over the edge?
So, as they, it looks like as goblins are being dispatched, different groups of the other goblins will turn and like make that call, and goblins will crawl up over the edge, almost like replacing the very amount that was killed, kind of like a numberless horde kind of feel.
Meat grinder.
Yay.
XP generator. Let's go.
I love this for us.
Level 10. I hear you.
It is the light at the end of the tunnel.
And it is not a train.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
What does level 10 mean, Esteban? Why are you shouting over there?
He's leveling up his hat.
Yes. When I hit the new circle, it gets better.
Esteban, what are you doing, buddy?
Is it my turn?
We'll come back to you unless you're ready to go.
Well, it says as long as there's more than 10 creatures around me,
There's 8 around you.
it doesn't
I'll give you 10.
specify how far.
I'll give you 10. Roll it.
Watch him go. Oh, look, you're hidden.
29.
They don't care. Esteban, you're up.
Sorry, I'm just enjoying that. Don't care. For my first action, I am going to do a courageous anthem.
Great, love that.
I am going to, in wild song, sing the songs of their mothers and all that, and why they are horrible, in a way that inspires the rest of the team.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's what I.
Not all goblins are horrible, Ernela. Just so you're
No,
aware.
their mothers, not yours. You're fine. We like you. I like you. You know, it's the thing. So we all get a +1 status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
Great, love that. Love that.
And who looks hurt the most?
If you had to guess,
Yeah.
Avery always looks hurt the most. Tell me I'm wrong.
Who's talking again? Because I can't hear that. Like,
All you hear
I
is
just,
pop, 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 pop.
yeah,
to be-
it's just
to be
really
fair-
loud in my ear.
To be fair, Runa did take, I think the most amount of damage this particular
it looks
go
like
around.
yes. So, Runa. So I am going to for the remaining 2 actions sing Hymn of Healing.
Okay.
You get 10 temporary hit points.
And what does that look like as you hymn the healing toward Runa?
So, for those old enough to know what a Care Bear is, from my entire person, basically like a ray of rainbow comes towards you.
Oh boy, Esteban stare.
Yep. So you gain 10 fast healing when I cast the spell, and the first time each round you sustain the spell, which I'm going to sustain it. The target gains temporary 10 hit points, which lasts for 1 round. So basically, you get 10 hit points, then they expire, and then they come back. Even if you use them, they come back the next round for up to 4 rounds.
Cool.
Yep. So I'm, hum, 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 and not elves. Goblin mothers are blah, and yeah. moving on.
Goblin mothers.
But it's in wild song, so since you don't speak it, you don't know what I'm saying.
Right.
All right.
But it sounds pretty.
Yeah.
It is Civil's turn after Esteban, and he will take his sword and he will hack into one and crit on the goblin, and slice through 2 of them, and 2 of them fall.
Yeah, tell us what you're really thinking.
Several will move over to start to carve out an opening by Runa. And you've noticed that these things are pretty much falling with any amount of damage that they're taking, it looks like. Ernela. All that noise,
Sorry. Just shocked at seeing goblins, because I haven't seen goblins in a while. Is there one near me?
You were in the middle of a circle of your friends, and the goblins there seem to be kind of on the outside, pushing their way into this circle.
I would like to try to talk to one.
Okay. There's one that's kind of in front of you. He's
That'll
not.
work.
Sure. What would you like to say?
Who are you? Do you know me?
What are you speaking in?
Goblin.
And he just starts like taking this weird like junk knife that he has, and he starts banging it on like the chest piece, and this kind of like weird like rhythm, and all the ones around him just kind of start banging their weapon on their chest piece. So now it kind of sounds like this kind of like war drum sounding. and he's kind of laughing maniacally.
Great. So I'm gonna go with feral goblin, and I will shoot it.
It needs to be put down.
It has rabies.
Those guys!
Take it behind the
I
barn.
mean, I tried
Can
to
I
be.
walk over to Irnela? Because I have more
Yeah,
actions.
you
right?
certainly can.
I'm just gonna lean over and be like, "What the hell did you say?"
You want to?
I just asked if they knew me.
Avery didn't even cast rabies on these guys.
So
Haven't had a chance.
to be fair, talking while you're hidden will reveal yourself if you.
Well, none of them are immediately near me now, so it's fine.
Okay, so you are no longer hidden.
Okay.
Okay, great. They now re-care.
Really care.
They really care.
Now they care.
Right?
Yeah, she disappeared, so they didn't care. Now they care.
32.
To shoot him?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great.
The one you tried to talk to?
Yeah,
Great.
that works.
Yeah, fuck that
His
guy.
name was Kevin.
Well, if he could have enunciated that
He didn't
outright.
say that at all.
He tried. Okay.
It was QUEX48B.
Did Elon Musk name him?
Yes.
And
Yes.
canceled.
Whack.
Huh.
5, 6,
All the power left.
7.
Weird.
How much damage did you do?
15.
15. He collapses. All right. Avery. Wait, you have still more actions, right? You talked and you shot. Do you have to? Does it cost you an action to draw your weapons?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Would you like to shoot another one?
I might as well.
She's out here shooting bitches. Here we go.
Yeah, why not?
Welcome to the east side.
Using my wrist launcher, that's a 27.
That will hit.
Is it a?
28, technically.
That
Does it-
still hits.
Does it go bang or is it a slingshot?
It's a bang.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just picture it like a potato gun strapped to her arm,
Pew,
and it's
pew.
just like boom. Yeah,
I just want to see, I want to see one of these in real world because I
Right.
want to see like the type of recoil.
that blows your arm off.
Oh,
But it's not like huge because
Yeah.
I am small.
Yeah, so it's like shooting BBs.
Kind of. But they're powerful.
Yeah, powerful BBs.
I took it.
10 damage
10
to
damage.
that one.
Great. Avery,
So you said that they
there's
don't
4 of them around
care
you.
if we just disappear, right?
They didn't seem to see when Runa disappeared. Like, they didn't see her after she vanished.
Okay, well, with that in mind, I'm gonna try to cast Invisibility Spear on our group and see what happens.
Okay. What's the radius of that?
10-foot emanation, so is that
So
enough?
it would be 10 feet around you. So that would get you and all the goblins around you. and maybe Runa.
Dang.
Would you like to still do that? I mean, that would be kind of cool. You fighting your own invisible goblins.
Well, I was hoping that it would just leave out the goblins,
Rear vo-
except for Ernela, but
It's kind of like Fireball. It's an equal opportunity.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
It's art imitating life right there.
Yeah.
We're just all fighting our own invisible goblins.
that's right.
You know, that explains so much.
Damn.
We all wear hats.
I should have read the full description. Never mind. So, okay, well, I'm going to look at the edge where they're coming from, and I'm going to cast a Wall of Stone.
Oh, that's rude.
Oh,
Oh.
And it's going to be 120 feet long, an inch thick wall of stone, and it's going to be 20 feet high.
Well, all right then. So a huge giant wall of stone appears on this side.
You should put it like 45 degrees or something so it's like flying out and up and over it.
So it's full.
So, yeah, that's like cliff hang off of it and it's smooth.
So
I mean, I
only
can
the-
curve it the way I want it
only
to.
the ones that get over are the ones that can be like in the ninja challenge, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I can curve it the way I want it to, so
Yeah, big
yeah, we'll
dick.
do
You're gonna
that.
set it out like that. So,
Yeah,
okay.
so hopefully they'll just fall off on their own.
sounds great. So that's 2 actions. Is that 2 actions from you, or is
yeah,
that 1?
That is 2. That's actually all 3 actions.
Great.
So.
Love it. Okay. At the bottom of the round, the group that's here and the group that's here, they kind of have that chitter. They're banging all their shit on their chest. You hear the sounds of what are probably goblins falling to their death, trying to climb over this 45-degree wall off this panel over here. and you just see zombie goblins appearing back, climbing over this edge over here.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. I thought they was just coming from one side.
They were.
They're equal opportunity offenders. And they will.
How long does your wall last?
Let me see.
Can you wrap that wall around all of us?
I mean, it can only go up to 120 feet long, so...
Sunshine, does a 28 hit you?
Yes.
You take 3.
Woo.
Esteban, they roll a 1 and miss you, brother.
I know.
Several will take nothing.
It's a 20-foot radius circle, by the way.
Avery,
120
they will
foot
miss you.
long,
Just math that in your head.
Yeah.
Azara,
Engineer.
It doesn't say how long it
Engineer brain.
lasts, actually, so...
does a
Forever.
36 hit Azara? Is that a crit?
I'm sure it is. No, it's not a crit.
Okay, she takes 2.
Good.
So strong.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
All right, Sunshine.
So we have a wall blocking one side, and then we have 2 more sides, basically.
Basically.
I wonder if probably they're going to be coming from all sides eventually, but
Everybody fall back to the tree.
Run away, run away.
What's your movement speed? Are you taking multiple moves to get there?
My movement speed is 30.
Okay, are you trying to get all the way to the tree?
Sure.
Okay,
How much does that take?
I'll give you 30.
I like this note. I don't like this one.
Oh my gosh.
Sounded the same to me. Just one was higher.
I know.
Budge. I'm gonna drop a 5-foot cube of down on the side of the thing, down the side of the wall, kind of like wash the goblins away.
Okay,
A 5-foot cube of what?
5-foot cube of what?
Water.
So you're like making a
Wash
waterfall.
the water.
Oh.
Wash the goblins away.
Yeah,
The
well,
itsy bitsy goblin went up the water spout.
yeah, no, yeah, that's a terrible song.
Shut the fuck up. It's a basic reflex.
Okay,
It should be like a cube of grease.
they rolled a 2.
Ooh, they fail.
Okay, what? And you just hear goblins falling.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 6d4 bludgeoning damage.
Sure.
But it's just like just wash it away.
Yeah.
Wash the goblins
What-
away.
Wash the goblins
What
away.
does the sound of a goblin sound like when they're falling?
Chevy.
Oh,
It sound like Chevy?
Okay.
Sounds like Chevy.
All right.
Like a rock.
I'm gonna tumble through to get basically on this side of these two.
Chevy Bob's.
Yeah.
These?
So just so I'm in line with 2 of
I
them.
mean, you could probably get them all 5 of them right there.
Well, okay.
4 of them.
I'm just gonna use my impaling finisher. So I'm tumbling through.
Yep.
So acrobatics is a 16 plus 9 plus 20, so 36.
That's critical success.
Yeah,
So whatever
so-
that means.
It means they can't touch me.
Great.
And then I'll use my impaling finisher. So waving my rapier, I just like kind of stab forward through 2 of them at the same time.
Yep.
So let's see here. That is a plus 18. That's a 36 to hit.
That's
2
a
of
crit.
them.
So you will
So I
you
crit
will
both of them.
impale through 4 of them.
Cool.
Nice.
That is a total of 12d6
Yep, they're
plus
dead.
6 damage. You're not even gonna let me.
You can roll it, absolutely.
Okay. Well, that's a lot.
They may live. What do you got?
7 million.
I think they're still there.
Okay.
If they have 7,000,001 hit points, so they're no.
Oh darn.
Yeah.
That's my turn. That's all my actions.
Runa,
Dropped it.
I'm gonna fall
They're
back.
everywhere now.
to the tree.
Yeah,
Okay.
35.
Put you right there by Sunshine. We'll call that one action. You got 2 more. What do you want to do?
I'll wait for everybody else.
Great. The bad guys.
Is that us?
No. Well, I mean, I don't know what kind of story you're telling.
It really depends.
Is that the goblin falling?
Esteban.
I am using
They,
one
hold
action.
on. They're hitting you.
Oh,
They're rolling a natural 20 to hit you.
they miss.
I would hope not. Does a 36 hit you?
Yes, and it's a crit.
Okay, great. You take 16 damage.
That's not what I remember happening at all.
What do you remember happening?
I remember I smiled at them and they all died.
Yeah, that's not what happened.
That's bullshit.
It's not because that sounds familiar.
Several will take 6. All right. Esteban, it is your turn. Now what would you like to do?
Okay,
You are
so-
surrounded by 8 goblins.
So, as a reaction, not really, but
Sure.
to them, I'm sure. One action I am using to continue the thing.
Care
for
Bear
her.
Stare,
Care
yep.
Bear Stare. And then the remaining 2 actions, I say something, and then I physically start melting.
What?
I melt into a puddle, and then I reform as an ooze. And I'm going to look as a black pudding.
Excuse me, what?
What spell is this?
It's called ooze form.
Ooze form.
I have never even heard of that.
Yep.
This is.
Okay.
You invoke all things that are soup and ooze, your body dissolving into a thick slurry, and then reconstitute itself into a medium ooze battle form.
You're a thick slurry.
Yes, I am.
It's right up
When you
Esteban's
first
alley.
cast this spell, choose black pudding, gelatinous cube, gray ooze, or ochre jelly. I choose pudding because the cube just kind of sits there and goes blah, 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 and I don't want to sit there. And you gain the ooze trait, and I can dismiss this at will. So as a black pudding, let's see. My speed is 15 feet, climb to 15 feet, and yeah. I'm a pseudopod.
How many actions does that take to turn into a pudding?
2. So I'm out of actions. But yeah.
Okay, great.
I know. I'm like, I'll read the rest later whenever you guys don't care.
Great.
But yeah, I'm a pudding.
I'm sorry, but if I walked into this with no context, I would have tried to kill it with fire. Just so you know. I hope.
Also, I'm immune to crits, and I'm blind.
And you're blind.
And you're blind.
I have tremor sense, though, so I know everything is.
Okay, that's good.
Can we at least see the hat or the feather? And
Yes, the
ooze?
hat is still
That's
there.
on the black.
Ernela, you're up.
It's like stuck to the side of the pudding.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, several
by-
will hack through the 3 that were on him.
I think I'm just going to fall back
Okay.
also.
Call that one move, one action. Your pudding is surrounded by some goblins.
How can you have your pudding? You haven't eaten any meat.
Right? Right?
There's a Bill Cosby joke in there somewhere.
There is, but we shouldn't. tell
No,
I
I
hear a Dean Winchester joke in
Including
that.
joke.
That I would take. Could
that's what I was going for.
Yes,
Could I try
got
to
it after a second.
summon El Gato?
You most certainly can try.
How would I do that?
You would have to do command animal, which would be based off of your nature skill.
Okay. Let's try that.
Oh, yes, let's.
I got a 29.
29. Roll me perception.
Nat 20.
Great. You, whatever the call is, or the thing that you're,
Yep.
the thing you do. Yep, exactly. Whatever that is, you do that thing, and you hear, you are certain, you hear the sounds of. That's a baby, maybe like a baby displacer beast, like
Like a
little guy. But you hear it, and it's around kind of like the backside of the tree.
But it doesn't sound like El Gato? Sounds smaller.
It is responding to whatever the noise you're
okay.
making.
Well, who
So,
can resist the
That's right. Right.
Right?
Several's practically responding.
Lord.
Oh, is that all it takes?
No.
I don't need that kind of drama.
Rude.
Don't need that in my life at all. Okay, I guess I'll just wait and see if.
Okay. Avery,
Well, since they left me alone, I'll chill.
there's
But
a
just
pudding here. Doesn't that fit like right there with your pocket bacon?
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat Esteban because that would not help us in the slightest.
Is he chocolatey looking?
So I'll try it.
He's.
It's not that kind of a pudding. Don't put it in your mouth.
I mean, do you see the model that's there? I wouldn't try any of that. You couldn't pay me.
So if I go to hurt
put
the
it in your
goblins
mouth.
around him, would I hurt him in the process?
I mean, if you,
I mean, if you cast like a fireball, sure.
I'd have to make the save.
Then he's a creme brulee.
Doesn't matter.
He's immune to crits though, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
If you set a pudding on fire, it's a
Yeah.
creme brulee.
Delectable dessert.
It's
It's an even blacker pudding.
I don't know where we're going, but we're not getting there yet.
I'm going
Not
to-
even close.
I'm sure a dick joke is coming in at some point.
I'm gonna step forward closer, and then I'm gonna use 2 actions to use my 5-headed arrow, my acid arrow, and then I'm gonna shoot at the goblins.
Okay.
So as they shoot, because it's a Hydra, so as they shoot 2, it should double and attack for 4.
Great. Roll it. Or do they have to make a save?
Nope, I will have to roll it.
Roll it. Let's go.
$19.
That hits.
Okay.
And you're shooting 4 of them?
I think so. Let
Okay.
me just double check on that. Oh, it passes. It turns one target into 4 pieces, and then it attacks 4 other targets
So 5 total.
So 5 total.
within the 30 feet of the original target. Yes.
Great. So you hit, and this arrow splits multiple times, slamming into these goblins, making a horrible noise. And as these goblins, this last wave of goblins hit the ground, I need perception checks from everybody, please. Esteban, how long are you going to stay sponsored by Jello?
Until I need to not.
Okay, great. I just wanted to figure how long we were going to keep the
Blind?
gross model up there versus.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I could stay up for a minute.
Okay. Perceptions. You're blind. You don't get one.
You have no perception.
Tremor sense.
But it's a description.
29.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
27.
Yeah. Okay.
Nat
I rolled
20.
a 1.
Not 20. Good.
34.
34. Okay.
Looking at the gelatinous cube of.
Everybody except for Sunshine.
And Esteban.
And well, hold on. Everyone except for Sunshine sees as this wave of goblins hits the ground. Their bodies slam into the ground, and then almost like you're watching time pass incredibly fast, they rapidly decay into viscera and chunks of flesh, and then it just kind of pools on the ground that you're standing on. Now, the ones you killed previously just kind of like Thanos into nothing.
Like dust.
Yes. And then the other ones would kind of appear. The last ones that fell here kind of turned into a pool of viscera with some, fleshy bits. Gross looking. And that'll take us back into exploration mode.
I am dismissing petal form.
Okay.
So I will. It goes back down, and then I reform back into me.
Yay, we beat them.
Esteban,
Maybe.
what you notice, having tremor sense, you feel this energy release out of what you would assume to be the corpses of the goblins, as they
Why do you have so many zombies on the brain?
right. I don't, because Monday.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
I know. I have a zombie on Monday. Thank you. So
That's right.
yeah. So you feel this energy release of these goblins, and this energy kind of pulses into the ground, and you can feel like their body like sink almost into the ground with your tremor sense.
Yeah.
Then you shift back to cool cloak guy.
Yes, I will. So, while I was in whatever I put in form,
Things that you never thought you'd ever hear.
yes, I don't know. I'm not ever say that again. But anyway, it felt like their, I guess, essence was being pulled into the ground, or whatever he said. But, yeah, it was interesting.
Did you feel really relaxed at all?
As I put it,
Yeah.
actually, it's not that bad. It's different. You should try it sometime.
Where did your bones go?
It's magic, so it just kind of went away.
How do you think you made the pudding?
It's polymorph.
Ernayla, make me
Pudding is
a
always
perception check, please.
I wonder if I broke a leg or something and then I went pudding
22.
form, would I grow back to it healed?
That's
Coming from
that's a good question.
around the corner of this
think
tree,
so. I
and
don't
it's
think
this
that's how
like
that
little
works.
rock formation kind of on this backside of the tree, you see a little
We can try it.
black
Oh, I will. You want to help me break?
cub-looking figure kind of scrimping and crawling and trying to drag his way toward what you would presume to be the sound that you made.
That is not El Gato. Because El Gato is much larger.
We get another baby? Oh, wait. Maybe that means there's a mama here.
Perception checks from everybody.
Maybe.
Natural 20.
Ooh,
Natural 9.
A natural 3.
that's also ooh, but for a different connotation.
25.
Okay.
I got a 33.
So as you guys are all standing around this area, as long as you didn't roll a 1, you see the little displacer beast cub kind of crawl into your vision as Ernayla is kind of looking in that direction. And you hear the sound of another, potentially, around the back of the tree. And this little displacer beast cub is kind of doing that, like, kind of like that grunt that like little puppies or little cats make when they're very, very, very small and their eyes aren't even open yet.
Oh my.
Did the displacer beasts have collars before? Did Turby
No.
give us collars or no? Okay. Didn't know
don't
if there'd be
think
anything
so.
identifying them here.
Maybe if we call their names, maybe they'll respond, and we'll figure that out. If they are...
Well, she was calling for
I
El
called by
Gato.
El Gato.
Mhm.
I called El Gato.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And to the best of your knowledge, you see one of the cubs kind of attempting to crawl around the corner.
Does Azara... How is Azara going or reacting to this?
She looks confused, obviously, but she kind of is sniffing the ground and then kind of circling in the area that you're in, and then she kind of sniffs the ground and walks cautiously toward the cub, not getting more than like maybe 10 feet from the cub, but kind of has got her head down and sniffing kind of in that like you smell familiar kind of way.
Okay.
Not her hair isn't on fire and she's not acting the fool, but she is cautious because it's clearly not how she left it,
Correct.
right?
Azara, does this smell like El Gato? Circle once for yes.
She circles once.
Weird.
Why is he so much smaller?
Well, that means Sela's on the other side.
Yeah. Can I walk around the tree and
Absolutely.
Why didn't this
Look for
happen
the other
to...
one?
So you walk around the tree and in a little
Yeah.
kind of rock cubby, you see another cub curled up, eyes kind of with that paste kind of glued shut. And then you see on the ground the markings of where the other cub probably has crawled along the floor, along the ground, to get to where you were.
Oh, what happened?
I'm gonna pick up the other one that's still in the cubby.
Okay. You're going to pick up the one that's in the cubby. Is anyone else going to pick up the little one that crawled?
I'll pick up that one.
Okay. Okay. So as you pick up the cub, the bluish tint fur, as you kind of pick him up and hold in your hands, any thought that this isn't Elgato leaves your mind immediately. It looks the same tint of fur. You kind of pull him in close, and he doesn't like have a smell, but it smells familiar, right? He begins to purr in your arms, and something about it seems very familiar, almost as if you can feel arms much larger than yourself holding you as a loving parent would, maybe.
I don't actually know what that feels like.
Ouch.
That wasn't for you. Do you want to know what that feels like?
No. Not from you.
Dang.
No.
I'd like to know what that feels like.
Burn.
Or a commuter.
Oh boy.
Do I need to get out of the way?
No, you're fine.
Pop up.
Oh.
Number 348.
Wow.
How's
It's
mother?
House mother.
As long as he's willing for me to hold him, I'm just gonna hold him and give him scritches.
Okay. So as you begin to kind of give him little scritches, I don't know if you've held something that small, like one of the little babies, that kind of, like he almost instantly falls asleep.
Yep.
Like he just is. Right.
He found his off button.
Right. 100%.
Safe.
Bruno, you scoop the other one out, and instantly starts kind of purring, kind of curls up in like the crook of your arm, kind of like laid out across your hand, and instantly just kind of like, and the little foot kind of like hangs over your arm and kind of starts purring. You're pretty sure it's sleeping. Sunshine, what are you
Go
doing?
Hang out with your Nila then.
So the goblins stopped?
Yes.
I really don't know what to do.
Did you go back
Looking at
around
the-
the tree with everybody? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Did
I
anyone
have a little
not go?
connection to Zila.
Did anyone not go behind the tree to look for the animals?
I'm playing with my rapier over here, just
I'm,
slinging around and just, doing
Right.
cool moves and stuff.
Wow. You'll put somebody's eye out with that.
On
That's the intent.
the back side of the tree where everyone is, or on the other side where the goblins were?
On my side, on the goblins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go behind with the animals?
Yes, I'm sticking pretty close to Anila.
Okay. Chevy, give me a perception check.
Oh, okay. It's a 32. A lot of 32s.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Today's episode is brought to you
Ernela,
by-
give me one as well. I know you're behind the tree, so it'll be a little.
Oh. 36.
So, Ernela, you hear
It's brought to you by the
the sound of like it's.
Pretty.
I don't know if you've ever been in maybe a forest where there's just like no sound, like there's no birds, there's no wind, there's no nothing. Kind of feels eerie, right? Like almost instantaneously, you just hear wind, like air starting to move, right? And it's not like a storm blew in. It's just like all of a sudden, right? Chevy, on the other side of the tree, you are standing there flipping and flurling and doing your stuff. In the distance beyond the tree, so facing away from the tree as you're kind of flurling and turning yourself in circles and doing your jump kick flips or whatever you do on a boat,
Oh, yeah.
you see very abruptly in the distance buildings, like houses, and as you're kind of caught off guard for a minute, you kind of stop, and surely that's not right, because there were not houses there previously. So you kind of rub your eyes, you open your eyes back up, and this stuff is moving towards you.
Matrix loading style.
Yes.
Hey guys, we got a sea of buildings coming our way.
What?
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 I don't know. Get your asses
everyone,
over
everyone
here.
needs to roll me perception checks.
I want to roll initiative. I don't know.
I
How
attack the building.
Buildings.
I want to fight the city.
You don't need one. You already see him coming.
Oh,
I got a 33.
Sure.
Yeah, I also got a 33.
I get.
So 3 of us got 33s.
What'd you get there, Avery?
27.
Great.
Come on, Avery.
As you guys come around the corner of the
I got
tree
that
with
30.
what? What are you talking about? You guys see like a medieval wooden town sliding across the landscape towards you. As you're standing there, Chevy, you're the furthest out, kind of closest to where this thing is approaching.
I'm moving back.
So as you begin, as you slide back,
This.
Get into the tree so I can climb if I need to.
sure. As you guys are standing there, who is going to be? I am assuming. I mean, Civil's probably not going to move, but as you're standing there, this thing is approaching. The ground in front of you starts to. It's almost like the grass is flipping over, and it looks like a cobblestone road.
Inception.
Yes, kind of.
Wow.
And so
Okay.
from the tree, this little like 10-foot cobblestone road almost just like flips over and appears heading to the town, and the town screeches to a halt about 30, 60 feet in front of you. Yes, sir.
As the town is
Sliding.
sliding in, and the ground is doing the labyrinth thing where it's flipping over. Where we're stepping, does it only flip after we step out of the spot, or does it like flip with our foot still there?
So like where Chevy was standing and he started to move back,
Like,
as
it
he
flipped
moved
past
back,
him.
it was flipping behind him. As he was leaving the squares, it was flipping to join the square that was.
So basically, just to confirm for my brain, if it was grass, it would stay grass where his foot was, and everywhere else would be there until he stepped off. It goes bloop,
Correct.
like instantaneously, or like just a moment.
It's long enough that you can see it happen. So like he steps off, you would see the grass, and then it would go like a piece of the grass. It would almost go like and flip 2 different directions, and it would turn to 2 different bricks.
Nice. So it's a neat effect.
Yes.
Interesting.
Did the town come with people, or is it empty?
We have no
Right.
idea.
Are you going to walk into the town, or are
Yes.
you going to stand where you are?
Not walking into the town.
Neela, I think you have a reroll.
Oh, great.
Is that right?
This town seems ominous.
I just see your Nayla's
showing
name in the
up.
chat. I don't know what it means, but
Evil was asking who it was because you got the big
okay.
hat on.
Oh, because of my hat.
sorry,
Yeah.
ignore the reroll.
I've heard of going to town, but it's I've never heard of town going to you.
Makes our lives easier,
This
but
is yeah.
at what cost?
Right?
Yeah.
What's that? What kind of traveling's boring? Oh look, instant town.
Bring the town to you.
So as you
Fast travel?
as you make the conscious decision that you're going to step into the town or walk toward the town, Esteban, you take the first kind of motion to move toward the town, and you hear the door open of the first building that you can see, and out walks a young lady. And she smiles, and she's got a basket with it's covered. You're not sure what's in it, but she's walking out. It's got the basket on her arm, and she's coming out, and almost. Not like things are planned, but like as she comes out and walks, it's almost like the town kind of comes to life. And kind of more people start coming around corners of buildings and other things. You can start hearing the sounds of the town.
So is it like almost a wave emanating from where I moved? It starts to like things are just hitting like the play button, and the background starts rolling, and it
Kind
just
of.
happens.
Yep.
Yeah. It's obvious but not jarring.
Right.
Does
Right.
anyone recognize this village?
I'm curious. Is she holding a baby type basket, or is she holding like
maybe like a bread basket, maybe.
Okay. Well, you said you hold it in your motion. It's
What?
like she's holding it here.
Yeah,
instead
she had a basket, and it's just kind of on her arm. and she's
okay. So like I can open the door with
Yeah.
one arm. Okay. I was thinking she's carried it. Maybe if not, I was going to hit on her.
I heard food was in this basket.
so. Is anyone else heading toward the town, or are you all just kind of just standing there watching Esteban?
Oh, I'm running.
I'm following.
You're running.
Yeah.
I'm actually not going to hit on her.
Okay.
I am going to prod several into going. Let's go into town.
This is probably a terrible idea.
Probably.
Probably, but I'm willing to die. for food.
Avery's already there. I mean, we could leave now, and it's a massive improvement.
You wouldn't leave her, and
You're
you know
absolutely
it.
right. I will irrationally defend her.
irrationally.
Anyone else? So Several and Sunshine are making the quip jokes as they start to walk forward.
Sticking with the party.
Okay.
Your hat is.
Aranela, what are you doing?
No, you're fine. I'll just deal with it.
Look at the camera. I'm there.
I think I'm just going to hang back for a little bit.
Okay. As the rest of the group starts to push into the town, the young girl with the bread basket is almost run over by Avery as she is stampeding into the town, bullying past Esteban. And the young girl, I'm so sorry. And she stops in her tracks, almost as if like not to get run over as you rush up to her.
My bad. We just haven't eaten in a while, and I smelled food. So I'm assuming that's what's in your basket.
Look, don't mug her.
I ain't trying to mug her.
Look,
Well, yes, my father runs the bakery. You can go inside and purchase whatever you'd like.
Also, where's the tavern? We just arrived in town.
It's up on the corner.
Thank you. And your name?
And she says a name, and you're 100% positive you hear the name, but it doesn't make sense. Kind of feels
awesome.
strange. So what that sounds like to all of you is, so you heard Esteban say, "Hey, what's your name?" You 100% heard her say her name. So let's say her name is Sarah. You heard her say the name, but as you interpret her saying it, you don't remember hearing it, but you know it. So if you go to say it back, your mouth moves, words come out, but there is no sound.
So is it kind of like when you, to bring it to the audience, you're watching like either a silent film or like a movie where they do voiceovers and it just doesn't match with whatever the voice is?
Kind of. It's more along the lines of like, I was thinking like the Peanuts teacher, right?
Yes.
When the adult speaks, you just hear wah 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 wah, right? But to your psyche, you know you've heard the name of the person, and it doesn't sound strange that that's what it sounds like, but you just don't know the name to repeat it, kind of a thing. Like you can't be like, "Hey, Sarah." You just don't know that's her name, but you know you've heard it.
Like it's a detail but not important.
Yeah, it's like your brain doesn't instantly forgets whatever it is. Just
So it's like math.
it's like Esteban.
Yes. Just 24 hours. Just add on. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I would be offended, but it's true.
Aranela, you've yet to move. Your party is moving in, and Esteban's now asked where the tavern is, and they're pushing into this town.
So
I
confused.
haven't moved yet. I'm being slow.
I look at Esteban and I say, "Hey, what's your name?"
I am Esteban San Jorge de la Vega.
Do I hear that?
Absolutely.
No.
Actually, it's Esteban Emmanuel San Jorge de la Vega, but I keep forgetting the Emmanuel part, so we just keep it shorter.
I'll remember that as about as well as I'll remember her name.
What, her name is?
Snoring. Just get through that name.
Whose name were you talking about?
Esteban has said,
The girl that had bread. I don't remember her name. She just said it.
Yeah, you do. You heard it. I heard it. We all heard it.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I
that
know
was
what her name is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows who is.
What are you doing, Runa, as you're standing there by Aranela outside?
Mostly paying attention to the cats. Assessing the situation of suddenly there's a town.
I think I'm gonna slowly start walking,
Okay.
but not like I'm not anxious to get there.
Okay.
I just don't want to be too far behind.
That sounds great. How far do you want to stay behind everyone else?
Maybe 10, 15 feet.
Okay. So as you press your way into the town, as the group is kind of moving forward, the girl that came out from the bakery, you would assume would be a bakery, carrying the basket. Now the basket is empty, and she's coming back toward the bakery, presuming she took whatever it was she was going to wherever she was going, and now she's on her way back. And she stops dead in the middle of the street, and she says, "Aranela! It's been so long. I'm so glad to see you." And she rushes up almost like she's going to hug you. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to stop walking. How do I know you?
Oh, come on. Of course you remember me. And she says her name, and you hear it.
I'm gonna go join in Irnova now.
Sure. You walk up, and this girl is standing here talking to her, and she says, "Oh, Ernela, is this your friend?"
Yes, this is Runa.
Runa, it is a pleasure. And she says her name, and you know you've heard it, and you just can't repeat it. It's so great to meet you. Man, it has just been so long since we've seen Ernela. We are so happy. When did you get in?
Oh, right now.
You look so well traveled. My gosh, like, it's been so long.
How long has it been?
A really long time.
That's not helpful.
I'm sorry. My dad's a baker, not a, calendar maker.
Butcher, baker, calendar maker.
Actually, I like that. That was pretty good.
That was
well
good.
done.
Thank you.
Is she a goblin?
No.
Oh,
I go to join them after leaving the bakery with some food. You want to roll?
The ching ching as the door opens and Avery walks out of this bakery. The smell of baked bread comes wafting out behind her as she's carrying
Smells
an
delicious.
armful of things.
Delicious.
Pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon, and not from
Not
the
from a
bakery.
bakery.
A bread bowl.
Yeah.
Bread bowl for her bacon.
You want some?
Pocket
You're
biscuit.
good.
Yeah, right. It's fantastic. It's so good, right?
Better than Olive Garden breadsticks.
What's Olive Garden?
Oh, you wouldn't know.
Garden for olives.
It's for special people.
Where all of the olive trees are.
Like, never mind.
Aren't they? Is
Never-
it
just
actually
never
an
mind.
olive? Is it a bush?
No,
A burning one,
It's actually a tree? Oh.
right?
I think it's a tree.
So as the girl as the baker's daughter is standing here and engaged in this conversation, you all are still moving towards the tavern. Does anyone stop and come back at the commotion?
Yeah.
I haven't left the commotion.
Correct.
Yeah. I
Okay.
would stop. I mean, nobody else is following us, so.
Make me a perception, Sunshine.
25.
25. As you're kind of turning back around and coming away from where the tavern was, you're walking past. You see maybe a smithy. You see maybe that's a schoolhouse, a tavern. Maybe I don't know if that's it could be a tinker shop. Maybe kind of in that general area there.
I would like to buy a tinker.
And you guys approach. So now, coming from behind, you have the rest of your group kind of circling behind this young girl, and she is just ecstatic. Her emotions are at 12,
Sure.
right? And she's dropped her basket on the ground, and she kind of has her arms open like she wants to hug you, but she's standing awkwardly, I don't know that I
Is this welcome?
Wish I remembered you.
What do you mean?
I have experienced a lot, and some of that a lot were some blows to the head.
No.
I'm gonna pick up the basket.
That's awful.
It is. You're the first person I've met in a long time who knows who I am.
Really? These people don't know who you are?
They do now, but when I met them, they didn't.
Oh, I was going to be very concerned because your mother would never have let you travel with strangers.
No. Some of us may be odd, but we're not strange.
Out of curiosity, what's her mother's name?
And she,
Helpful.
you hear it, but
That tracks.
you don't know what it is.
Are my parents still alive?
Well, yeah,
Well, I don't know how long I've been gone, and you can't
a long
tell me.
time. A long time.
Yeah, I got that part.
Yeah. Yeah, they're still around. Your mom's shop is right down the road.
Is it a tinker shop?
Do you know her mom? You've known her mom the whole time and you've been holding out on her?
No, I just spotted the tinker shop and our weaponry seems kind of tinkerish.
Guys, I don't know what's happening.
Me neither, but I enjoy their bread.
I mean, it sounds like it's where you used to live. Maybe we should go and check out the shop.
Maybe.
I'm gonna keep this basket. We carry the kittens in it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Are you gonna ask first? You just stealing it.
It's not
I
stealing.
just decided it's mine.
Okay.
It's
For the
a
kittens.
strategic reallocation, something
Permanent relocation project.
of another location. Yeah.
I'm not being sneaky about the stealing. Isn't that better than, just...
And I sneak some pieces of bread in there for them.
Yes.
I don't think they
For
eat
them,
bread,
not for
darling.
Avery.
I'm going
the
to
kittens.
reach into my pack, and I remember giving her two silver for the basket, so she could replace it.
Her eyes, like the exchange of coined money, her eyes get huge. Like, she almost doesn't want to pick it up from like your hand. That's you'll have to give that to my dad. Like, I don't deal with that kind of exchange.
Good. I take her hand. I put it. In
She pulls her hand back and kind of is like, You'll have to give that to my dad. That basket is not mine.
Here, I'll give it to her, Dad.
Actually, no, I'll do it.
Oh, wait.
Can
We just rolled into town.
Can you take me to your father?
Yeah, he's right inside. She goes over and opens the door. The little bell. Ching, ching.
I'll walk in. We can do with me in a minute.
Sure.
Normally you're asking for the mothers.
He's expanding. Okay.
He shoot out a rainbow earlier, so
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. So what are we doing? Are we gonna pause and let Esteban catch up, or are we gonna push forward?
I think we should all stay together.
All right, Esteban. The door opens to the bakery. Smells fabulous in here. You have some front counters now that have been picked through because Avery's been through. Most of them are empty, and you hear a male voice kind of behind the back of the shop, kind of humming to himself. He hears the bell. You hear implements kind of getting set down, and he comes back up toward the front.
I'm like,
Good day. How can I help you?
we wanted to purchase the basket that your daughter, I assume, was using, because we have some baby kits that we wanted to carry. And I tried to give her coin, and she refused for them. So I'm going to give the coin to you.
Sure. I mean, it's not her.
I understand it's not her
She
place,
runs some errands for me, and
I understand, but I would assume that it would go to her, and then she would give it to you. So,
of course it would, but
yeah, she
you know,
didn't want to offend.
we appreciate it. Sure, whatever you want to offer for the. I mean, I've got tons in the back. Whatever you offer for the whatever.
2 silver.
He scoops it up off the desk, and here you go. You want some bread?
Yes.
He hands you like.
Do you have anything with a sugary reduction on the top?
Yeah, like a roll with a.
A roll with like a cream sugar base, or yeah. I'll take like.
Usually we
Does
sell
it have
those.
a hole in the middle?
We sell those in the morning.
I know, but
They should come up with a name for those.
yeah, I know they do have a name. I'm being vague. Do you have any, or like any confections that
Oh,
of the type?
of course. We got cupcakes, and we got muffins, and we got these circular dough hold things. With
Those are my favorites.
yeah,
Yes.
they're quite delicious.
I'll take
A dozen?
a couple dozen if you have them.
Sure. He grabs probably 9 or 10. He's like, well, this is all I have left from this morning's buy. I mean, I'll throw in some regular muffins if you'd like.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Because I understand that bread is still sold by weight, so it's close enough.
Here you go. And he takes the coins and have a good day.
Thank you. I just give them to Avery and take one.
I'll keep them good and safe and stored.
Yeah, so
Can I
you get to
have-
eat them.
So shouldn't
Everybody.
you give
Can I
them
have
to
a dough
me?
circle, Avery? I'll take a dough
A dough
circle.
circle? Yeah.
A dough Taurus.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I will hand you them, and as I also feed Azara and make sure the kittens get some.
What if we took it and we twisted it and it like folded back on itself? Could it be like a dough strip?
Maybe.
It's kind of like a infinity roll.
Yes.
We will work on that, Esteban, when we sit down to bake again. How about
Yeah,
that?
an infinity roll with some cinnamon and
Yeah.
some like
Yeah.
sugary cream.
There you go.
Sure.
Put
That
chocolate on
sounds
top.
amazing.
I really want a
Multicolored.
cinnamon roll.
Could be a, Doratham infinity roll. Whatever. All right.
That sounds like an attack of the heart.
Well, you got the Doratham, never mind. Never mind.
You have to explain it.
Yeah, it's lost its meaning.
Yes.
All right, so
Somebody draw it
party's
up.
back together. You have your infinity rolls, and you are moving toward where?
Were we still looking for the tavern?
We're always
I
looking for a
think
tavern.
we're gonna
It's right
look
there.
at the.
I was just curious.
I think we're gonna go look at the Tinker Shop. Unless Irnela has.
I have no idea what's going on.
Well,
I remember none of this.
You have no
Well, that's
recollection of
okay.
the buildings here?
No.
Nothing?
I saw them appear just like you did.
The people here seem to remember you, so I
This
thought
one
maybe.
person does, yes.
Must have
I
been
thought maybe-
recent if they knew your name that is now, or
Right, well, yeah, there's that. I've got like
Oh.
27 of these names I've been trying.
And they know you by your most recent one.
Yes.
Have you been bumped on the head since you've had that name? You
No, I
just-
don't think so.
She says, I don't remember.
I think you have then.
Maybe.
All right, so as you guys are walking toward, gingerly walking toward the tavern, you pass a couple of buildings along the way, and this building that looks like maybe a school. You see some kids inside, sitting at some desks, and Ernela, you are walking. You're just kind of looking and glancing around as you are having this conversation, and you kind of are looking at this building, and you catch kind of the eyes of the teacher inside, and the teacher's eyes get wide, and she goes over to the window and she's pointing.
Why is everyone so excited to see me?
Why wouldn't they be
You're
excited
popular.
to see
you're
you?
nice.
I mean, I'm excited to see you every
And she
day.
throws the window open, and from inside,
Worrying me.
Why?
inside you hear, "Class, it's Ernela! She's back!" And you hear the kids, and these little kids come rushing to the window, looking out the window, and they're all,
There's like 80 of them.
yeah.
One window.
Show them your guns.
I'll bet you 3 silver that it's because we're both tiny. Why they're like so excited.
I'm sure. It has to be.
Small calls to small.
They're happy that they're taller than us.
Everybody's happy to be taller than us.
Fair point.
So you just like awkward wave.
They're ecstatic, and then she says, "Well, I'll come see you in a bit. Let me get them settled." And she says, "Class, go back to your seats." And she kind of puts the window down, and you kind of see the kids kind of scurry. One little boy is just kind of standing at the window, just constantly waving, and she kind of pulls him away from the window and kind of ushers him towards his seat. Esteban's just still waving in the window like a creep. Okay.
Jeez.
But he was waving at me, so I waved back.
You were in line with Ernela. It's that awkward. Oh, you're waving at me. No. Oh, sorry.
I could see where you'd be confused since you're taller than me.
Yep.
I mean, I can see your feather in your hat.
I have a feather in my hat?
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah.
So, you stand at the corner. On one corner of this little intersection, you have the tavern and the tinker shop. Where are you going? Ernela, you feel the weight of your entire party looking at you.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Yes, you do.
We're going to the tinker shop. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
We could learn something.
I think we all would learn something.
I mean, that's kind of the point. At this point.
Do you
Let's
work in
go.
the Department of Redundancy?
You shut the fuck up, Esteban.
I guess we'll go to the tinker shop.
Okay. Ernela, as you turn and face this tinker shop, you walk, and I need you to make me a will save, please.
We made the wrong choice.
Look, just because you make a will save, it doesn't mean it's bad.
I don't know. In
It's
my experience.
99% bad.
If it's bad, then it's a
26.
won't save.
26.
Yeah.
You turn like you've made the decision that you're going to go into this tinker shop, and
You need to make.
almost as quickly as this town approached from nowhere, you have this flood of emotion of like the sounds of the inside of a tinker shop, the smell of like the gear oil and the hammer tings, and it's just like all of this stuff, like almost like riding on the wind, kind of slams into you.
I wonder what gear oil smells like.
And for a moment you're almost frozen in your steps, but you see the rest of your party kind of pressing forward. You almost have this slight, like almost like a second and a half like out of body of experience where you watch yourself kind of walk towards this tinker shop, and you get there and your hand raises to kind of like knock on the door, and it just kind of stops, and the sign says closed. And then just that quick,
That's
everything kind of
bullshit.
rushes away, and you're standing there at the moment you've decided to like go to the tinker shop.
Take a deep breath. And I head that way.
Okay.
Anyways.
She turns left and starts walking towards the tinker shop. You reach the door. There is no sign on the door. Doesn't say open or closed. The wooden door is well worn. The glass inside is probably gross and stained with oiled handprints and stuff like that. Things that are all like strikingly feel familiar, but right? Who opens the door? Do you let Ernela open the door, or do we just plow through as
We're not plowing through.
Okay. Ernela, do you open the door?
I'm gonna try and turn and leave.
Okay. As you turn around and your party is standing behind you in a semicircle of like support, waiting for you to open this door.
I can't do it, guys. I can't do it.
Coming down the street,
I opened the door.
it's a
She
halfling
said she
man
didn't do it.
walking your direction.
Damn, I wish I knew these people.
Make me a perception check, please.
All of us are
Just her.
okay.
We wish we knew them too.
28.
This halfling man, not unlike your sitcom slow motion like love scene, right? But it's this person walking towards you. The name of this person is literally on the tip of your tongue. Like this is the first time that you have felt that I know that person. And this halfling man runs up to you, pushes through pushes through the group that has made this little semicircle of support there that you were going to walk through this door, and throws his arms around you. He releases all too quickly from the hug, and you get the same safety, kind of relief, kind of flooding back to the way that Elgato made you feel when you hugged him. Kind of that warm embrace of like how a parent would maybe make you feel. And he says very quietly in your ear as he's letting go, "My little one, you're home. And you've brought friends. Come. Your mother will be beside herself with joy." And with that, we're going to take our break.
That's some bullshit.
The wheels on the plot bus go round and round.
How does it feel to be home?
All right.
know.
So everybody's going to go run and take their break, except for maybe Ernela. She's probably going to sit here and cry for the next 10 minutes as I've, ripped her heartstrings. But I will be here to chat.
I'm good.
Sunshine's trying to press the gas down. She's good.
This light is really bright. I'm glad. I don't know why I didn't get a hat sooner.
No, I kind of want one.
Look, you have
Nope,
to sit
you're
on,
yours.
at this table then.
She sat here when you were missing.
Yep.
Hey, you know what?
I was being pink.
I'm sorry that I'm so bright.
For those at home, we have a local term in our gaming group called being pink. It's where the group does one thing and I'm doing whatever other than that. It's
Not
being pink.
here.
Not here. Yeah, I was having some emotions and
That's okay.
dealing with life.
Look, that was me last week.
Well, some of it.
But I was like
dealing
like
with
3
emotions.
weeks.
But now we're making you have emotions in the fake life.
Look, there's a lot of me.
Those are easier to deal with.
Those are easier to do. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, just so you are aware, that this whole thing was thrown together by your seer in response to her not being here. So this is all her fault. Someone's got their phone again. It's loud. Gross.
It's me. Sorry, I took it off airplane mode.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I just wanted so we knew where it was.
Check scores.
Who's winning?
It's all good.
It truly is
Who's
been
winning
thrown
sports
together.
ball? Is the team winning?
A team is winning.
Well, that's good. Is
Awesome.
it our team?
Our team is losing by 8,
Oh, no.
but that's okay.
They come back by 20.
They
Like
can-
all the
yeah.
time.
Yeah, the sports ball is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
No.
It's like those goblins. I'm going to hide. They don't care. All right.
Do not care.
Right.
Goblins don't matter in that respect. So, what do you think, Ernela? What?
Okay, so-
what the?
Yeah, what do you think about all this?
Gosh, I don't know what to think. Can I ask questions about last week now?
You
No.
certainly can. I just can't answer them.
Oh, perfect.
You can ask, but answers.
So was last week when the parties did their thing?
So I can't say this. I can't say anything. We've been instructed that we can't say anything at all
Oh, great.
about what happened.
Thanks, Danielle.
About what happened last week, mainly because Ernela wasn't part of anything other
That's
than
true. Okay.
watching us split the group in half.
Okay.
You are officially caught up.
Yep. That's everything.
Got it. Sometimes I feel like a bad player because I don't watch when I'm not here, but apparently
It worked perfectly.
it
this
was
It
time.
worked. It worked.
was
Absolutely perfect this
And
time.
it was even perfect that you did not get into the Discord.
No, that happens all of the time because again,
Which, speaking
That's
of,
okay.
if you're watching us and you're not in the Discord, like, go join that. That's a perfect way to get information or talk to us or chat. Obviously, you're not going to get into the
Did,
spoilerly secrets because that's for
We don't
you
know.
know
I might not
cast only.
respond, but y'all can.
Did anyone drop the link to the Discord? I think Laura normally drops it in the chat here. But yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
I have not either. Laura, if you don't mind.
Exclamation point Discord, I think.
I got
There it is.
There it
Good
is.
job, Sunshine.
Thank you, Sunshine.
We will respond to you.
Yep.
We promise. Some of us more frequently than others.
Also, don't forget to check out YouTube. Hello to everyone over there on YouTube land.
3 hours later.
Yep. I'm gonna hop in over there and see if anyone's watching.
I know yesterday for Bloodlords, at one point in time, we had 10 viewers in the Discord or the YouTube channel.
Yep.
There was 10 of them in there.
I saw like 15 at the same time on Twitch, so yeah, we had pretty good viewership.
Yep. So,
yeah.
hey, don't forget, I mean, we what we do here is a product of just you guys interacting and telling your friends about everything that we're doing. There's some really cool things coming up in the life of Elite Encounters, right? We have PopCon coming up at the end of
June.
You failed me.
I'm sorry, June 27th through the 20.
9th, right? 27th, 28th, 29th?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
The end of June.
I took the 30th off because it's a con and
Recovery
con
day.
funk.
Absolutely.
And fuck that.
So if you are local to the Indianapolis area, I have been given, I talked to the president and the owner of PopCon the other day on the phone, if you can believe that, right? And he has confirmed with us, with Elite Encounters, that we are going to have our own breakout room on the main drag there at PopCon. The cool thing about that is we're going to have our own space. We can do with it whatever we'd like. And it's free to come see us. You don't have to have a badge to get into the main drag of the convention center. So you don't have to pay to go into the convention center. I mean, obviously, support those guys. Buy the badge. Come and see all the cool stuff that goes on there.
Yeah, there's tons of cool stuff in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's also...
But it's way cool that you could, if let's say you have, let's say you got 4 little kiddos or something, and you want to bring them all, you can come and hang out with us, and then, work your way into the convention center and check out all the booths and the cool stuff going on. We have some cool things planned. If you are familiar, we talk about bar fights for bonding. We are well on our way to getting this up and running to a place that we feel like it could be something that we would be proud to maybe offer it for sale, or part of a package of, if we eventually charge to play the game. Let's say we charge it, $10 to play or $5 to play or whatever that is. Wrapped up in that is half the cost of the game, and you could buy the game after you're finished for a 50% discount or something of the sort. But man, we did it in Louisville, and our room was full the entire time we were there. And it was amazing watching people that walked in that room that didn't know each other at all, leaving and exchanging phone numbers and wanting to hang out and making fast friends. And if you don't firmly believe that all good stories begin in the bar, you are mistaken. So,
I mean, I haven't really been in an adventure that didn't start at a bar or with a bar fight.
I mean, that's true.
I mean, because definitely all good stories start at the bar.
That's right. So what else you got going on? I know we have new minis being painted for phase 2 of Soul Severed. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Seer has me printing more and more things
on the daily to kill us, right?
Kill you with
that.
Some terrain. I'm working on some terrain too. Some cool ideas there that she's had. So
right up until the terrain becomes sentient and
tries to kill you,
squashes us.
The terrain turns into a train, which then
Tarask.
Yeah.
No.
Terrain Tarask. Tarask train.
Oh jeez.
Thomas the Tank Engine, but as a Tarask.
Yep.
I think I can. I know I can.
We're gonna die. I think we're gonna die.
Right?
Sounds about right.
So
there might be some costume changes.
There is. I think if you come to PopCon, you may get a sneakily early access to some costume changes to some of us that are kind of fitting into our new version 2 models. So I know that stuff's coming as well.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. I know Patrick is super excited about Bloodlords and where it's going and what's happening here on Monday nights. I have a blast playing, even though I struggle to keep everybody alive. It's a challenge.
God, it's a challenge.
Man, it's a challenge. And it's a whole different feel than what we're doing here.
It really is.
You know, when I say that Bloodlords is a it's kind of gritty and grimy, and you're not necessarily playing the bad guys, but boy, it feels like that sometimes. Quite
we all
you.
have.
But if this is your thing, great. We'd love for you to check us out on Monday night as well. And if you are just happen to drop in and you normally watch on Monday, hey, welcome to Soul Severed. We'd love to have you hang around. Ultimately, this is a community that we're trying to build together, right? Something we're trying to get off the ground to where this becomes a place where we can kind of all support one another. We want to take you on epic adventures and give you an opportunity for 3 hours to unplug and take the shit that happens on Monday and Tuesday at work or wherever and just throw it out the window and forget about it. And come on a wild ride with us as we, explore emotional damage and, zombies and all
Evil's
kinds of
trying
stuff.
to cause some emotional damage here.
Evil?
Yes. A Lich Tarrasque, that's also a Dhampir.
I don't know
No.
I don't know how I feel about that, Evil.
No.
Yeah, and there is the Merc counter, right? the Merc counter. We have a character that's played by Jacob. He's playing Mert, and he's had a how do we put this?
Splat.
Less than optimal first 9 games or so, 8 games. And it's kind of a running joke as to how many times he gets knocked unconscious. Actually, he did not fall unconscious in the last game.
I did.
That's right. But man, there's some cool stuff,
We need a character counter and just kind of like
right?
every time somebody falls.
Yeah.
Times we've been knocked out this game, and it starts at 0, and then
Oh no, the
just-
whole session, the whole series. We
Oh,
go
yeah.
through and go and get a count.
Yeah.
I may do that.
Also, just things that are kind of on the horizon as we get everyone back here at the table. We are also in talks or communications with some of the local game stores around the area, and we hope to be able to this summer kind of get out in the Indianapolis area and take the game kind of to other places, so we can just kind of start building that bridge of we are a product of Indianapolis, and we want to support the Indianapolis your local communities and local shops. So we want to get out there and make sure that we can build this community together around what we're doing. So if you happen to be in that in that circle, or want to come find us, we will definitely post in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, so post in the Discord kind of our travel itinerary as we get that worked out. But it's gonna be a busy summer, I think.
And with advanced planning, I'm sure we could travel farther than just town.
Yeah, with a lot of advanced planning,
We can go anywhere.
we could go anywhere.
It's
But-
mostly like, who's going to take care of my cats? Because I have 5 of them.
Yeah, we have kids, so
Yeah, but most of them can take care of themselves now.
mostly.
Kind of.
Mostly.
Can they ever really take care of themselves?
I mean,
Mine thinks she can.
Well,
well, yeah.
there's that.
Well, I mean, that's how we learn.
All right, are we ready?
Oh, she's learning.
Let's move away from real feels to
Shut down
Yeah.
down the real feels.
Yeah.
Back to the fake feels.
They're still kind of hitting it.
yeah, they're still kind of real.
Okay,
All right.
so we find ourselves standing outside of the tinker shop, and this halfling man has run up, embraced Ernela, and says, "My little one, you're home, and you brought friends. Come. Your mother will be beside herself with joy." And he gestures toward the tinker shop.
Okay.
Dad,
Yeah.
how long have I been gone?
Oh man, it seems like forever.
Why can't anybody give me a definite answer to this question?
We woke up and you were gone. We tried searching, we tried asking for help. We didn't know what happened to you.
Oh.
I introduce myself. Hi, sir. My name's Chavot Tomp. You can call me Chevy. What may I call you?
Oh, hi. And he gives you his name, and you know you've heard it, but you can't seem to repeat it.
Why is everyone excited to see me?
Why wouldn't we be excited to see you? You're coming home. You've been missing for so long.
I mean, I don't remember being welcome before.
Why wouldn't you be welcome?
Because my head isn't right.
There's nothing wrong with your head, dear. And he kind of like puts his arm around your shoulder.
Now I'm really confused. We are in I feel like we're in two different timelines. Because I am not remembering any of everybody being so friendly.
It's kind of creepy.
But, I mean, you have amnesia, right? You don't remember a lot of things.
I mean, I remember being cast out when I stopped being useful. That's how I remembered it.
That sounds like a trauma response.
Oh, sure. Wouldn't you feel that way? If that's how you felt, what you felt was happening?
I mean, if you broke my heart like you've broken everyone else's heart, then I would totally feel that way.
Shit! Esteban not pulling any punches here today, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just saying, it's true.
We should go in and see your mom. She's going to be ecstatic to see you.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
I think
so
it'll be good for you.
he gestures toward the door.
I'll just hold the door open.
You can't seem to open the door. Like, you can't physically, like, get yourself to walk toward the door to open the door. Like,
Oh.
you want to open the door, you want to hold the door, but you're just kind of like... And he's gesturing for Ernela to go and open the door.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Why wouldn't you be ready? Your mother and I love you.
Look, they do. Guidance.
This warm, tingling feeling chases down your spine as he casts guidance on you.
So confused.
Courageous anthem.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He's singing the song of your people.
Clang, 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 clang.
Pinging pots and pans together.
I'm accompaniment, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Smaller pots. and
Excellent
pans.
callback. If you had hero points, you all would have gotten one.
Well, if anything, it'll help you come to terms with whatever is going on in your mind, perhaps.
Sunshine, are you okay?
Yeah.
She's more emotional than I am about my own reunion.
Look, do you need a hug? Because I could give you a hug.
Are you talking to me?
Don't worry, I'll hug several.
Jesus.
Look, I can change that.
I will hug Sunshine back.
Rude.
You actually put a lot of.
Do you want a hug?
Not from you.
Hey, I'm here too.
Then shut it.
I'll give you a
I'll
hug.
walk towards her like this.
Look, I have enough. There's enough of me to give everyone.
While everybody's arguing, I will go open the door.
Okay. You grab a hold of the handle and you turn the handle and you pull the door open, and the smell of like the tinker grease and the like that, like almost palpable smell of that grease and the sound of the hammer ping, ping, ping. Almost like if you ever walked into like the back of a watchmaker's shop. That kind of like, it just kind of smells mechanical. That smell wafts out into the door frame as you open. And just like the small vision or memory lapse or whatever it was before, you find yourself kind of getting lost in that smell. Smells familiar. Your eyes fall inside of this building. This looks familiar. That sound sounds familiar.
Hello?
Ping, ping. Hello? And you hear kind of a high-pitched woman's voice from probably a back room, muffled by piles of stuff.
Sure. Wouldn't be a tinker shop if it was
Right.
organized.
Who's there?
It's me.
Don't play games with me. You sound just like her. And you hear a kind of a ping, ping, ping.
Nudge, nudge.
I'm just gonna like look at.
Have you let go of the door, or are you just kind of like...
No, I'm still.
Okay,
No, yeah.
yeah.
Kind of like. So I just kind of like. I've got one hand on the door. I'm just
Uh-huh.
gonna turn it. Like. What?
You got it, Nayla.
Look, do you want me to help you in there?
Oh my gosh! What is with you today?
Nothing. I
You have not paid me this much attention since I joined the group.
am just expressing myself to you.
I don't want that.
It's not about what
Damn.
you want, it's what you need.
I don't think I need that either.
No, you do.
Oh, Jesus.
Sometimes you just need a little Esteban.
Sometimes a lot.
Yeah, words right out of my mouth.
Esteban can be loving in more than one way.
Yes. I can support you in all your needs.
No.
Not where I was going, but
Why not? Everyone else does.
You just made the list.
You're next, Chevy.
All the love.
I need my natural remedy right now.
I got some, but
Not that kind, thank you.
you need to lighten up.
I guess I'll start. I'll go in.
Okay. As you step through the door, the light from outside slowly kind of disappears to this dark drab store. The storefront is completely cluttered with stuff and just things everywhere. There's a counter. Doesn't look like it's sold an item in years. Completely covered in dust. There's items that look half finished, broken. You see like clockwork pieces that the springs have ejected out of it, and there's things are just in disarray. Looks completely unorganized. And walking into this shop, not only are you surrounded by the smell of like the gear oil and the small furnace that may be running in the back, and the sulfur smell and that kind of stuff of the things that are being worked on, but there's maybe roll me a perception.
31.
You're pretty sure that you remember that your mother loves the smell of honey. And you smell it. Almost like it's being carried from the back of the store. And you just hear ping, ping, ping.
Mom?
Ping. How dare you? That's so cruel. And she's ping. You can hear like the tears like welling up in her eyes as she's feeling like someone is playing a game on her.
Go to her.
Dad? What?
You turn around and look toward the door. The door's shut.
Of course.
There's no one else in the building. And if you go to look, the grease-stained windows, you can't even see outside.
I will walk around behind the counter and just keep heading toward the sound.
As you walk around the counter, you see receipt books have been like strewn on the floor where they've maybe had tried to have some semblance of a shop or something that, I'm going to try to sell these things. And you just see this mess, this disarray. You move around to the back where the storeroom or where the workroom is. And as you turn the corner, you see a long desk that's at like halfling height. And you see a very intricate oil burning lamp above that's lit, and it's casting this orange glow. And you see the back of a halfling woman with her hair pulled back in a very tight braid, and she's got a work apron on, and you can see it tied in the back, and this blue like work blouse, and that smell, honey, you can smell it. And she's working on something, and this hammer swing is becoming more intense as she's obviously upset. And you can see the back of your mom.
Mom.
She's ping, and she stops and she turns the side of her head. And as you catch the profile of the light shining down on your mother's face, you can see like the remnants of like the tears that were streaming down her face, where she thought that she has been fooled. And she turns, and as her body begins to rotate to meet you at the door, I need you to make a perception check. I need all of you to make a perception check.
Oh no. 25.
I have a 27.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Anyone get something abnormally high or abnormally low?
19.
Okay. That's fine. As she turns, Ornella, the light casts across her face, and she turns. And at the moment that you would expect her eyes to meet yours, the building kind of turns to dust and vanishes. As you guys are standing outside, Ornella walks into this building and pulls the door shut behind her. And you're standing outside with this halfling man, and he's standing there with his arms crossed and joyous and ecstatic for this reunion. And as you guys are engaging in this conversation, you may be talking to him, he's talking to you back. And as he's engaging in this conversation, telling you about how long, how long she potentially has been gone, or these things that she, he loves her, and her mother loves her, and I don't know why she's acting this way, and he's generally confused. And as he's talking to you, you are seeing his feet slowly kind of just vanish, and his legs kind of vanish, and his upper body just kind of starts to vanish, and he just turns into like Thanos particle dust and blows away on the wind. And as his gestures are kind of talking and he's pointing, he doesn't feel anything, and he's just moving and talking, and the last thing that goes is his eyes, and you just see like this pain like appear in his eyes before they kind of vanish. And almost like a plague or a blight, from where it started, it creeps up the building, and the building just begins to erode away. You see the front of the store erode away, and it just waves through the building. And this town just kind of slowly starts to, almost like, who got the highest perception?
I got a 29.
What'd you get, Ornella?
25.
25?
33.
33. As this stuff is fading away, you look up and you kind of watch this thing, and it falls. That's ash. You kind of pick it up, and it crumbles in your hands. You smell fire. All of you smell fire. It's like it rides on the wind. And as quickly as the smell comes in, it turns to like a live burning fire, to smoldering coals, to just death and the smell of decay. As you spin around and looking in this area, the entire city, little village, town, leveled to the ground. You see just piles of what could have been buildings, just with these claw marks all over them. Some buildings you see as they're disappearing are burning. Or it's like time is fast forwarding. You're watching the whole thing unravel in front of you. Ernayla, as the whole thing kind of flashes out of vision, you find yourself standing about 30 feet in front of your friends. And you get the store just turns to ash and the smell of fire. And as you're standing there, the last thing that turns as your mother is turning, you see the side of her face, and that hurt appears in her eyes as she just vanishes away. And then you start to hear, and this pool of viscera and flesh starts to rummage together into the town square. And I need initiatives.
Oh, yeah, this is not a nice bit of fuel.
Right?
Whew.
That was
Okay.
bullshit. That was almost really good. Yes, Evo, thanks. Such happy advents. For you, maybe. I can make those sounds too.
You absolutely can. Okay,
Goodness.
so this is how this is going to work. It's going to be a little different. Ernayla, you're going to go at the top of the round and at the bottom of the round. And we're going to go who has the highest initiative.
Not me.
What do you got?
24.
24.
34.
34.
21.
Esteban, what do you got?
I have 24 as well.
Okay, so we're going to go Ernayla, and then we're going to do this table, that table, and with Ernayla. Ernayla, this table, that table, Ernayla. Okay? Ernayla, you're first. As this squelching pile of flesh and viscera that you quickly recognize as the remnants of the goblins that you cut down before. And they just start forming this figure in front of you. This giant hulking figure with teeth that look like whole heads of goblins just forms in front of you. As you stare at this thing immensely, you can almost see through its translucent skin, and you see faces of goblins pressed on the side of its face and the side of its skin, and they're screaming in pain. And this thing kind of lurches, and its eyes open. And for the briefest of moments, you see the pain in the thing's eyes. That looks like maybe your mother's eyes. And then it closes its eyes and opens them, and they're yellow, and this smoke just billows out from its eyes. And it opens its mouth and roars at you, and this stench and just foulness comes out of its mouth, and you see just kind of like this ichor eking out of its mouth onto the ground in front of you. What do you do?
I'm going to shoot it.
I'll turn it around so you guys can see it at home.
I don't think anybody wants to see that.
That thing's ugly.
You're going to shoot it. All right, go ahead.
Sure. In theory. Ooh, probably not with a 23, though.
That will miss.
Yeah, I assumed.
Pew, shoo.
I'll try again.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a natural one.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I'm a halfling and I'm your friend.
Okay, thanks. Ooh. 25.
25, you say. That will miss.
Yep. I'm not gonna try that anymore.
Okay.
So I will just back the heck up
Okay.
towards the tree.
So as you step back toward the tree, you realize in this moment that as the panic starts to set in, that you've just shot this thing twice, you've missed it twice. It's looking like it's staring through your very soul.
Mm-hmm.
And as you back up, you realize that you're standing there alone, mainly because your friends haven't gone yet. But in this very moment, you find yourself standing alone with this thing staring at you. Avery, you're next.
Your Nayla has a reroll.
You can use that now, or you can keep it for later if you'd like.
I'm gonna keep it.
Okay. Avery.
I want to try to cast Torturous Trauma on it.
Okay.
I've got a range of 30 feet. Am
'Kay.
I within range?
Ernela. Where would you want Avery? If she's coming to your defense, where would you want her?
Right beside me.
Boom. This ashen figure of Avery starts from the ground and it's almost like your mind has produced her from the ground. Avery, you may take your turn.
Okay, he needs to roll a basic fortitude against my Torturous Trauma.
You got it. 31.
Yep, he made it past.
Is it 10 over, or is he still taking damage?
I think he still takes damage.
Okay. Give it to me. That's the goblin screaming inside of him.
I guess. Heck of a sword.
Hey, Sierra, for those at home and me, because I don't know,
Sure.
when do spells heighten?
So, like your cantrips will auto heighten with you as you go.
Yes.
Your other spells you have to prepare at the heightened level. So if you look at, let's say, I don't know, heal, and it says at second level it gets X, you have to prepare that in a second level slot, and then it will be heightened. If you're using Path Builder and you look at your spells, the ones with the green arrow pointing up, that the arrow turns green,
Yes.
means that they are at the level that they will heighten. If it's a white arrow, it means that it has been heightened, but you're using it kind of out of a slot. Like if it heightens at third level and then fifth level, and you're trying to put it into a fourth level spot, it'll be a white arrow. If you're at third or fifth level, it'd be a green arrow because it's at one of the peak points.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Basically, if it's green, it's good to go.
Yeah, if it's
At
green,
that-
you're using it at its maximum efficiency at that level. If it's white, you're using it out of place.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure.
It's going to take 31 points of damage.
What kind of damage is that?
I believe it's bludgeoning damage.
Great. He will. What does this look like?
As I cast the spell and I shoot it out of my hand at it, he's gonna feel it's not gonna really show on the outside, but he's gonna take a lot of bludgeoning damage
Sure.
on the inside and to attack its internal organs.
Sure. Ernela, you see this spell materialize out of Avery's hand as she uses her normal gestures and casts this thing, and you just watch this, like the inside of this thing get almost like put through a blender, and you just watch these goblins inside that are still pressing on this thing, trying to get out, just, and it kind of lurches its head and opens its mouth, and this ichor is just kind of leaking out the side of it. Bruna. What would you like to do?
Quick draw some daggers.
Okay. Ernela, if Runa was going to be here to support you, where would you want her?
Is there room for her on the other side of me?
Absolutely.
Right there, then.
Like a wispy figure in smoke. She kind of appears in place. Daggers in hand.
And I'm going to hold my action and wait for it to come at her and...
Great. Sunshine.
At this point, I would be casting.
If Sunshine was going to defend you in this moment, where would you like her to be? There is room behind you. There's room behind Avery. There's technically room behind Runa, if you want her behind people. If not, you could put her off to the side or wherever you'd like.
Let's put her on the other side of Avery.
Okay.
I don't like the spell. It's called percussive impact, but it doesn't have a save or a attack.
What's it say?
It says you lob a compressed ball of sound at a foe, and the ball explodes on impact.
So it's like a fireball.
Oh, there it is. It says make a spell attack halfway down the description.
Chevy, you're on deck.
Yep.
That is a 27?
To hit?
Yes.
His AC?
Yes.
That'll miss.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess I'll pull out my katana.
Shing! Chevy.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
Ernela, if Chevy was going to be there to protect you, where would you like him to be?
In front of Avery.
You see me start to charge up an electric ball of energy right in front of me, empowering it with the thunder stone here, and that's spending all 3 of my actions to just charge up this Horizon Thunder Sphere.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold it until next turn, where I'm going to use my other 3 actions to release it.
Great. Esteban. If you'd like Esteban to be defending you, where would you like him to be?
Let's put him in front of Runa.
All right. As I materialize, you hear the. Actually, I don't have to say anything, but I'm going to. Arise, my minions, and do my bidding. And ha ha ha, and I'm doing this, and I move my hands around, and then skeletal forms just burst forth from the ground, and they move. They're around the thing and just beating the hell out of it.
Doing rise skeletons or raise skeleton?
Skeletons, yes.
Yep. You gotta roll to hit him, right?
Let's see. Misshapen skeletal forms, solid surface, such as stone floor, blah, blah, blah.
Or does he make a save?
Reflex.
Okay.
Basic?
Yeah.
He rolled a 1, which gives him a reflex of
Fail.
5.
20 total.
He fails.
Okay. How much damage does he take? And what kind of damage is it?
It is slashing damage.
Okay.
And I do a 3d6.
Alrighty.
And I don't have a d6.
There's 3.
Thanks. I don't know where my d6 went.
It's over here.
You sent it to Runa.
Oh, I swear that never happens. 9.
9 points of damage.
Thank you.
You got it. All right.
And I have one more thing.
Yep.
I am going to cast Winning Streak.
On. Ernela.
Ernela.
Okay. All right. Several. If you want Several to be defending you, where would you want him?
Right in front of me.
Okay. He will move up to this thing. And Cyril draws his sword and rakes it across this thing and slashes it open. And right across its chest, you see the blade enter, and it flays open. And then the wound flays open on the inside with a gaping wound as this thing, ichor, just starts dripping down its body. And as this wound is flayed open, you see goblin arms and upper bodies and legs kind of reaching through this thing. And the arms are like reaching to the other side of the wound and trying to pull the wound shut. Azara, where do you want Azara?
Let's put her next to the other side of Chevy. So not, yep, right there.
Okay. What do you want Azara to do?
Is this thing actually facing away from us?
No, technically it's staring at you. I turned it so the camera could see. He's right here growling at my face.
I want her to pounce.
Okay.
And maybe go for the ankle. Something like a weak point, like the ankle or
Sure.
the joint.
You have roll for it.
Alrighty. Uh, 20, dirty 20.
That will miss. As she and kind of snaps at it, and it picks its leg up off the ground, kind of out of her reach.
Right, she's gonna go again and try to sink her teeth into its leg
Get him.
again.
Get him. Oh, jeez. Not with that die, she's not.
Apparently not. Ugh.
In the tray, Avery, in the tray.
You need another one?
Okay, let me try it again. Ooh, almost a nat 20.
Ooh.
So,
Almost. Math's hard.
yeah, it is.
Round the 19 up to 20 and then subtract 1 off of the...
So, 36.
That'll hit.
Ta-da!
Yeah, exactly.
This math teacher Mike here.
Welcome in, boys and girls. Sit down. You all know Ornella. She's been gone for a real long time.
But not
So-
quite sure how long.
14 piercing damage.
How much? 14?
Yep.
Piercing, you say?
It's been a long time.
Sounds good.
Nobody knows.
It's been a while.
That's right. That's right. Okay, Ornella, we've reached the bottom of the order.
I don't like this at all.
Oh shit, I held. I'm gonna run up there and attack it with twin something or other.
Twin
If I
Feint?
can find, yes, that.
Twin something.
Is that a 2-action thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So moving.
Yep,
and
moving
then
and stab
attacking.
stab. Gotcha.
$17. 34.
That'll hit.
1d4. Because Cyril attacked it, I get the sneak attack, right?
If you have whatever it's called, opportunistic backstab or something of the sort, I don't know.
That's a reaction. But I thought you said that.
Yeah,
You made him
I
flat-footed
leave
if
him
you
off
attack.
guard when I hit him. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
so
You get your
yes, I
sneak
get
attack.
that.
Mhm.
Okay.
He hits them.
I thought you had something that like, oh, when I hit him, you. Oh yeah, well.
I do have that,
Yes, when I hit him, I leave him off guard.
but
so
I
yes.
wasn't. But I wasn't with you
Correct.
when you attacked, so I
correct.
can't do that. 5.
5 damage. You got it.
Oh. Plus 6. 11.
11 damage. You got it. Ornella, we're at the bottom of the order.
So this is a monster filled with goblins
Correct.
that has a gaping wound that they're desperately trying to
Pull shut.
pull shut.
As always, remember Zello.
Oh, I have my other attack. Because it was a twin feint.
What you got? Go ahead. I can record damage.
I'm gonna sing to it.
Okay. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
30 to
So a
hit.
goblin
Okay.
song. So I'm doing a performance check against the creature's will DC. We'll see what happens.
17.
I'll find my performance. Oh, it's not terrible. 18.
You have
Okay.
the reroll.
Oh, I'm going to use the reroll. Hold on. Oh, that's much better. How about 27?
27. Okay. And what does the thing do? What does the goblin song do?
So I get to sing annoying goblin songs. Distracting my foes with silly and repetitive lyrics.
So you're singing Taylor Swift songs.
I am.
Okay.
Yep.
Please don't sue us.
So on a success, the target takes a -1 status penalty to perception checks and will saves for a round.
Okay. It looks like the goblins inside are kind of like
Doing the robot.
So bopping along.
yeah, bebopping along to your little goblin song. The creature looks very unnerving. Like he's like kind of like shaking his head, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
That's me when I get a song stuck in my head and I can't get it to leave.
Okay. Is that one action? 2 actions?
I don't know. What does that symbol mean?
That's a single action.
Okay, just one.
So you got 2 left.
Good, I'll shoot it.
Great.
I just wanted to sing at it first, since it was full of goblins. Ooh, nope. 24.
Nope.
Even worse.
Great. Love it. So this thing will step kind of through Sivril and kind of end up in this general vicinity right here. Sivril will take his reactive strike and miss terribly. Everyone needs to make me a will save
No.
within
Fantastic.
20 feet, which is everybody.
I did great.
Me too.
Bear.
I have Step Lively. I would like to move to an adjacent space to the enemy towards behind him. Yeah, with the kitty.
Love it. Okay, we're gonna
Said
start.
Will safe?
Yep, will save.
Okay.
Esteban, what you got?
28.
Fail. Ernela.
17.
Fail.
29.
Fail.
32.
Pass.
36.
Pass.
30.
Pass. If you failed, you are stupefied 2.
Eee.
That can't be good.
What does that
If you succeeded, you are stupefied 1.
mean? Stupefied.
Stupefied says take a status penalty equal to the value to your checks and DC based on intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, including will saves, spell attack rolls, and DCs and appropriate skill checks. If you cast a spell, it is disrupted unless you succeed at a flat check DC 5 plus the value. So if you are stupefied 2, in order to cast, you have to make a flat check 7 to cast. If you are stupefied 1, it's a flat check 6.
Blech.
I don't do spells. So
Right. So he,
do.
Chevy, he's going to reach out and swipe at you.
Okay.
Does a 31 hit you?
Yeah, just barely.
Great. You take 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
That's That's rough. But
and 7 negative damage, or void damage,
Ew.
as these feral-looking claws just come screeching out at you. And as this thing rakes across your chest, through the fingers, you have little goblin hands kind of reaching out through the claws, scraping at your chest as well.
Evil has granted Avery a reroll.
Thank you, Evil.
All right, who else is right there? Sunshine, he's swiping at you.
Ew. No, don't touch me.
Don't touch me. That would be 32.
Yeah.
Is
Not
that
a
a crit?
crit.
Not a crit.
Not a crit. Almost.
You take 34 bludgeoning
Ouch.
and 9 void damage.
Ew. 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 How
As
much is
this-
that total?
34 and 9, so 48. 40, yeah, 3.
43.
As this
48.
as this ichor is just like slothed onto your body from where the claw raked across your chest.
What?
But okay, that was at the bottom of the order.
Ow, ow, ow.
Nayla, you're at the top of the order.
I'm guessing there is nowhere I can move that's. Well, everywhere I would move would still be within his reach, I'm guessing.
I mean, you're currently not in his reach. If you continued to back up, I mean, you would eventually run out of space, and he
Right,
would
yeah,
just
I'd fall off
yeah,
the
yeah.
edge. In this flat world.
Yes.
I don't know what I want to do. I would like to back up as though I'm going to go back to where the cats were, but not that far.
Okay.
And then I'll just try to shoot him,
Great.
even though I know that this is not a wise idea while I'm stupefied.
But you're stupefied. You don't know that.
Thank you. 20. No, 31.
That'll hit.
Oh, it's about time. It's my little damage. 8. Plus 7, 15.
Okay. That's not little damage.
It feels little because they're just d4s.
It's on par with everybody else, kind of.
Step on them.
Unless you're Chevy and you're rolling 37d6 or whatever that is you do.
Only when I crit.
Yeah.
That one done.
Okay, so then I'm going to try again.
Okay.
That's a 20, so that's not going to
Okay.
do anything.
Avery.
Okay, well, since this thing is being stubborn, I'm gonna cast Torture's Trauma on it again,
Okay.
since I had great success last time.
What's the spell level? Or did you make your save?
She made the save.
Yeah.
She's stupefied 1, so.
That's good for you.
So it needs a basic fortitude.
Not yet.
I will feel bad. That was over there. That was me, I'm sorry.
37.
Yeah, that friggin' no damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it again.
Is that a 2-action spell or 1 action?
Oh crap. Yeah, it's 2 action.
Are you going? You have 1 action left. What are you gonna do with your single action?
Whose turn is it after me?
Runa.
Okay, I'm gonna. Even though it's a reaction, can I put Hidebound on her?
You can only use a reaction if the trigger is met.
Okay. I'm gonna move away maybe behind it, but like at
Earthquake
an
test.
angle to where I can still reach anybody,
Okay.
just in case I can.
You want to end
to
up.
shoot
You want to
that.
end up behind the creature?
Yeah, so like, if I had the opportunity to
Sure. I'll give it to you.
distract it, I can.
Bruna.
So.
I'm gonna twin faint at it.
Get it.
Is that your final answer?
Didn't several act before me last time?
No.
Okay.
He was last.
Nat 20.
Don't sound so excited about it.
Hey, the normal seer just appeared in chat. You could thank her for all of her wonderful ideas.
Yeah.
Rage.
He's not off guard yet, is he?
I mean, technically.
I mean,
he's
technically
surrounded.
he is because you're flanking it.
Okay. 15.
15 damage. Mm-hmm. Great, love it.
And enfeebled 1.
Question: when she rolled a net 20, isn't it a crit?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Did
I
you
should
double
double
that?
that. 30.
What your total gives you a 30?
Damage.
30 damage. Love it. And with that enfeebled 1, you say?
Yes.
Okay, great. You should have 1 action left, correct?
I have 1 attack left. And an action.
It's a dual.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna miss though.
Okay,
19.
that does miss.
Okay.
Sunshine, we make our way around to you.
I'm going to cast Radiant Beam.
Okay,
It is a 2-action spell, and it is a basic reflex. Don't forget you are off guard, sir.
basic reflex doesn't affect, or off guard doesn't affect my reflexes.
You're
Sure
enfeebled.
it does. Sure it does.
Yeah, what does enfeebled do?
Enfeebled does.
Yeah,
For
something
strength,
does.
strength
Damn
based.
it.
Yeah.
Well, how about a 21?
Fail. That is a fail.
He rolled
Yay.
like shit.
Good.
I'm happy for that.
Oh, darn.
We're not competitive or anything.
Yeah, this is
he
not a
is-
competitive game. I've been told that every Monday I've played Bloodlords.
Yes.
Hold on.
We
Gonna
can
give
do it.
you
We can
some
win
damage.
Pathfinder.
Just like you in life and running and,
Monopoly.
Okay,
I mean,
he's gonna take.
if you have friends after Monopoly, I think you won.
He's gonna take 27 good damage,
27 good damage, you say?
and he is also, because he failed, dazzled for 1 round.
You said 27?
Yes.
Okay. That hurt a lot.
Yes.
27 good damage.
all
and-
damage is good damage.
And he's dazzled.
Yes, he is dazzled.
Thank you for
1 round.
coming to
Is
good
this like a
damage.
sparkling rainbow that shot out and hit him?
Would
or-
you like a good damage?
Would you like a good
Yes,
damage?
it is a sparkling rainbow of light and glitter that shoots through him.
Great.
God, the glitter
see.
Oh.
Chevy.
Sticks
Well,
to fucking everything.
Sorry to everybody. I already spent the 3 actions charging the spell last
That's
time. I'm
okay.
going to release it this time. It doesn't say I'm casting the spell. I'm just releasing the spell that I already cast.
Yeah.
So I will roll to hit here. That is a natural 20.
It is.
Ooh.
So he's going to take 10d6 electricity damage for the hit. And he's dazzled for 1 round additional.
Okay.
So here's my check count. 10d6. Additionally, it explodes. So here's the initial damage. 12.
First of all, why are you apologizing?
Because this is going to explode and deal damage to everybody.
I think
Oh.
we're all
Oh,
gonna
gee,
get-
thanks.
Oh, no, that's fine. Fuck it. That's why we have a, cleric.
34 points of electricity damage for the bit that hits him. And by the way, I'm aiming this like up as high as I can to avoid the explosion hitting everybody. How tall is this thing?
About maybe 10, 12 foot tall.
It looks like
okay.
a large creature, so
It's-
it takes up a 10 by 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it kind of amorphous. It's kind of got this amorphic figure where sometimes there's goblins stacked up that tall. You have dead bards like that. You just stack them up like that.
So what my hope was here
Why
was
do you turn into a dead bard?
him being made up of all these goblins inside was this explosion would catch all the goblins
Sure.
as well. So every goblin and everyone around him within a 10-foot radius
Sure.
needs to make a basic reflex save.
I would like to use my last action to move away. Since I had one left over.
Unfortunately, you didn't ready it in case your party was going to blow things up in your face. So
Can I do a reflex save?
you get a save against the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone makes a basic
Pretty
reflex
much,
save.
this is everyone except for Ernela.
Yep. Including myself.
This
I
is going to
got
be
a
great.
25.
I can tell you that the goblins inside rolled terrible.
Okay. So anyone that rolled below a 22
That
is
is
going to
me.
take 4d6 electricity damage.
Okay.
And if we rolled
I
higher
rolled a
than that,
37.
You take half.
Do we take the initial hit too?
You do not take the
okay,
initial hit.
this is just splashed.
Yes.
Technically.
Yes.
yes.
So, that was 10, 16 electricity damage. Halved if you succeeded, doubled if you critically failed.
Okay.
Question.
So as this thing
What happens
arcs
if you
through and
critically
explodes, you see pieces of this thing just
None.
just flying off of this thing like shrapnel in a big 10-foot like mess around this figure in this kind of hulking amorphic
Awesome.
blob.
Additionally, I spark with electricity for 1 minute, dealing 2 electricity damage to creatures that touch me.
Great. Love that.
Guess who I'm not healing?
Stingray
Sorry.
Chevy.
All right. Esteban.
As I get punched in the face by that was cool. I need to roll so I can compensate for my stupefy. I rolled a 5.
What level of stupefied are you?
2.
You cannot cast the spell.
Do I lose the spell or just can't do it?
It is disrupted, so you lose the spell.
Okay. Well, that's fun. The skeletons need to go and hit their thing now.
Okay. And they take. You're rolling the damage for him, right?
Yep.
So roll your damage for him.
And I've got a 3d6 again. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can we pass him one of his D6s?
He can use mine.
10.
Got it. Okay. Sivril is going to
What is it for?
move his way around this figure, standing kind of one-armed, kind of shoving Sunshine back, so that way he's standing between Sunshine and the figure. And he will hit him. He does 12 points of damage, and you see the wound as he slices through this wound. It again flays open and then flays open wider on the inside, as this thing seems to take additional damage from slashing weapons and maybe additional damage from positive or vitality, dealing good aligned things.
So my skeletons also do the slashing?
Yes, they do.
Okay, you just never mentioned it.
Because they're so small and kind of like grasping at his feet, but it's like a huge gaping thing that you can see visually,
No, that makes sense. Okay.
that it's just flaying him open.
It's just cool.
Yeah, well. Ernela, we are at the bottom of the
Several, so yes.
right. If you're going to run somebody, run several. If we're at the bottom of the order, that's you.
It is me. Sorry. I would like to. Can I just yell at it to go away?
Sure, you can definitely try. What do you want? Intimidate?
Sure, why not? I can think of lots of reasons why not.
Go away, you big meanie.
Well, I'm so confused. 23.
What do you say? In what? In Goblin?
I mean, that didn't. Talking to them in Goblin before just made them angrier.
What do you say to this thing?
I'm going to say I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you're hitting my friends, but I would like you to go the heck away. Please.
Make me a will save.
$18. Nope, lies. 28.
What is your will?
What is your
Well, my will is 13 right now because of my 2 stupefies.
what is your intention?
I just want this to stop. I don't feel like it's real.
Okay.
So I'm just trying like a mind over matter.
Okay. As you say, I just want you to go away. Like this thing takes a hulking swing. It's his turn next. Takes a hulking swing down at Chevy, and his arm just kind of like phases through Chevy. And then it shakes its head, and it attempts to hit Chevy. Does a 34 hit you?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying.
Can I react with the hidebound?
If you have your reaction.
I do.
Yep.
So you're gonna get a heightened 2 hidebound. The resistance increases by 3, so you get 8 resistance to physical damage until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
You take
Cool.
26 bludgeoning damage,
That 8 saved me.
and you take 4 void damage. I know you probably don't have like resistances and stuff like that other than what she just gave you, but I give it to you separate. So
Yep. And that 4 did it. I am now below 0.
Chevy falls to the ground. All right. 20-foot burst. That's everybody but Ernela. Everyone needs to make me a reflex save, please.
Are we still stupefied?
You are. If you are at 2, it would be at 1. If you are at 1, you are at none. So if you made your save originally, you are not stupefied. But if you failed to save originally, you are stupefied 1.
Oh,
It decreases as your turn goes.
Cool.
Unless it's persistent.
so we're making another roll.
You're making a reflex save.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, here we go. Esteban,
28.
fail. Ernela, you don't have to make it. You're on the ground.
Auto fail.
27.
27, fail.
23.
23, fail.
23.
Fail. Okay. This thing, you see this glow from inside of this thing kind of start to like, almost like heat and kind of boil. And it just kind of burst, and you see limbs and legs and hands and arms and feet and jawbones and stuff just shoot out of this thing like shrapnel in a 20-foot burst around it.
Assholes and elbows.
100% assholes and elbows.
That sounds like that's going to be a good time.
$16 slashing damage. $14 void damage. If you made the save, which was nobody.
Said 16 and then 14.
Yep.
I drop.
I'm looking pretty rough.
Same.
Ernela. You're up. Chevy. You're at dying too, because you took damage during the explosion.
How far am I from Chevy?
About 20 feet.
Okay. Can I run over to him and give him like force a healing
Absolutely
potion into
can.
his face?
Yes.
I picked up a moderate healing. I don't know what all that entails. But I got one when we were searching through the.
What is a moderate healing potion? Jenny, look for me. So, Ernela, you run over, you force this potion down his throat. Whatever the potion gives you, Chevy, you will obviously stand back up. So we'll get your hit point.
It is a 3d8 plus 10.
There you go. So
3d8.
I see we're going full circle. You're getting 3d8 plus 10 back.
10, yep. So I'm no longer dying, but I am
Wounded 1.
wounded 1.
Correct.
Should it be 2?
1.
Because I was dying too.
Only
if I go down again.
Your wounded value only increases if you go down again. Then when you stand back up, you're wounded 2.
28.
But if you go down while you're wounded 1, you start at your dying value plus that wounded value.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. What'd you get? What'd you get him?
28.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Who else fell?
The sunshine. So that's 2.
1, 2. You have 1 left. This thing is snarling and his breath smells terrible.
I would like to
Make me a
yell.
perception check. How about that? Make me a perception
I can do
check.
that. 30.
Oh, that's real good.
Ooh, lies. 31.
Okay, as this thing is snarling at you, and this thing's got the most god awful breath you could
It
possibly
does.
imagine, right? But as it's like screaming at you, and the spit and viscera is kind of like flying out of its mouth in your general direction, it's all over Chevy because he's in front of you. For the briefest moments, you smell gear oil and honey kind of coming out of that thing's mouth. And then you kind of shake your head and it kind of goes away. You have 1 action left. What would you like to do with it?
I would like to yell at him again.
Go for it. Roll me a intimidate or whatever you're trying to do with it.
I mean, I'm intimidating is probably. I don't feel like being diplomatic right now.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a natural 1.
Ooh, okay. Roll me a will save.
I don't like these either. Oh, well, that's all right. 33.
Okay. As you're standing there in that moment and that gear oil and the honey smell, you're just this pain is just like kind of welling up in your body. Your emotions are coming to the surface, and as you go to yell at it, it's like you're yelling like you're a kid yelling at your parents for the first time. Like your voice cracks. You have a tear that kind of forces itself to the surface. What do you say to it?
I told you to go away, and you killed my friend. Go away.
The voice, I told you, go away. You hear that kind of repeat in your head. I told you, go away. I told you, go away. And just like you were explaining kind of before, that you didn't have use and you were sent out, and you hear a voice telling you, I told you, go away. Go away. And as you kind of manifest that feeling, this creature blinks out of existence. And this viscera just falls onto the ground and vanishes away. And you're left standing alone. I would like to dismiss everybody else except for Ernela from the table, please. Ernela, you're standing in this field, overlooking a town that has been overrun by goblins. A horde that poured through like an endless wave. This is a memory that you have suppressed and held down for years. You're standing on this rock, kind of overlooking this devastation. And you know that this goblin horde used your knowledge, used what your mother taught you to arm them, allowing this goblin horde to run over this town. The weight of the atrocity that stands in front of you, all you hear in your mind as you're watching this: go away. Go away. Ernela, go away. And the voice kind of changes from what maybe the master of the shop that made you work in, or the person, the chieftain ahead of the goblin camp that you found yourself kind of working with, changes from that voice or a similar rooted voice in that to your own voice, where you're telling yourself to go away, go away, go away. What do you do?
I'm just gonna sit down and lose it. Like, I am. All of this is emotional. And knowing that not only was I responsible for the destruction of my whole town, but then watching friends fall because of me. I mean, it's just too much. So I'm gonna sit there.
As you sit there, you're emotional. You have your hands up to your face and you're probably crying or whatever that emotion, whatever that elicits that emotion out of you. And you're just kind of irrationally just kind of lost in space in that moment. Like, you don't really pay attention to what's going on or what's happening or any of that stuff. And as those emotions are kind of welling to the surface and pressing themselves out of you, you feel a nudge. And as you turn and look, you find yourselves wrapped in a little cinnamon bun with two displacer kitties, cats, full size, whatever they are, in a little circle underneath a very large tree. And as you tilt your head to look up, your friends are splitting and going two different directions across this bridge. And a voice in your head says, relax. Hang out here and watch the cats. You have already found balance, child. And that's where we're going to leave our episode this evening. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in next time, Tuesday, 6 p.m. as we pick back up with Soul Severed. Join us on Monday at 6:30 for Bloodlords. Hope you had a great time. Ernela, we love you. Just remember, this was your seer's fault.
Yeah, it's my own fault.
It's not your fault. It would have been good regardless. But thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hey, reach out to the ones you love. Give them a hug, right? Sometimes it's rough. Sometimes you never know how long you got with them. Just give them a big old hug and let them know that you love them. We're here to tell great stories and pull emotions out of people, but we're human just like everybody else. Just tell everybody you love them. Give them a big hug. You never know when you miss that opportunity. So thanks a lot, and we'll join you next time. See ya.